Hello, what's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome, oh no, the volume's on. Hello again, what's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Tuesday to you all. Good to see ya. What is up, Flipper VG and Eagle and Dylan Hunter? Welcome. Dyphon, good to see ya. Arclight Burb, hello. Hopefully everyone is having a spectacular day and a good weekend. Hey, what's up, Bullard Beak? Good to see ya. Of course, Commander Legends spoilers. I'm really curious what y'all think of this set. Compared to last Commander Legends, better or worse? Up or down? I'm really not, well, I haven't even seen this card before. Intellect Devour, 4 mana 2/4, horror. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent exhales a card from their hand until it leaves the battlefield. You may play lands and cast spells from among the cards exiled with it. And oh, that's a sweet card. So ETB, get a card from everyone's hands, and you can play those cards, and then you blink it and do it again. That's actually a pretty cool card. I like that card. I'm very curious. Hey, what's up, Garrus, Altered Pig? How is everyone? Agent of Maya. What are we doing today? Oh, we got other than talking a little bit about Commander Legends, which I'm still really interested. I don't know. What do you say would be wrong if I said this set doesn't seem as good as original Commander Legends? I can't shake that feeling. I don't want to come across as negative because this has a lot of really cool cards. Like, oh my goodness, Storm King's Thunder. That card can do ridiculous things, the Myriad Everything enchantment. But I kind of feel like maybe it's not quite as good as the first one. Or I don't know if it's just a me thing because I'm a Magic player. And part of what made the original Commander Legends really fun as a Magic player was it had a lot of old Magic references, and I'm not really a D&D player, so I know there's a ton of flavor and references in the set. I just don't really get them. But when I see like Shakashima returning, that's really cool, or Tevish, yeah, that's something that was a reference in the past. It's cool that that's actually a thing now. We had all these new Acroma, we had all these references, the completion of the Kadama cycle. That's the kind of stuff that I think is missing from Commander Legends 2. Not that it's bad, and I'm sure if you're someone who knows D&D, you're probably like, oh wow, Ancient Silver Dragon, like that's this or whatever in D&D, or like, oh, that creature type matters because of this reason. So maybe it's just because I'm not a D&D player that I'm missing all those cool references, but I don't know, this set still looks really sweet. I'm not trying to talk down the set because it's got some amazing cards, but I'm kind of missing the Magic stuff a little bit. I don't know, a little less push. That might be a good way to put it. It's very fun but not super competitive. I hope it's not insanely expensive. What do you think of the new dragons, the new D20 dragons? They seem really powerful if you can get in with them. They're really expensive. Like Ancient Silver Dragon, 8 mana, 8/8 flying. When you hit your opponent, roll a D20 and draw cards equal to the result. So you're gonna draw like 10 cards a turn. I don't think we've seen any broken cards yet. We haven't seen, I don't know, haven't seen any cards that I've really thought, okay, that's going to be legacy playable. And I haven't really seen anything that is anywhere near Jeweled Lotus or Jessica's Will, but I think that's a good thing. I don't think we want more Jeweled Lotuses and Jessica's Wills. So I think that's maybe Wizards listening to feedback from last time and actually improving the set. Because I think it's good not to have those auto-include staple style cards and instead get a lot of really cool, just like fun, interesting cards. So it's going to be interesting. The White Weenie card is the closest thing I think to a staple from the set. The White Weenie, I think, where is that card? I think that's the closest though to a card that you would just jam in every commander deck, but it is a colored card still. It is a white card, so it's not like Jewel Lotus where you can put it in literally any deck. But Archivist of Agma, I'm going to put it in every white deck for the time being, just as card draw, and I think it'll be good. And not to diminish, like, the set has some really sweet stuff. Like, Legion Loyalty, oh my goodness, it's so much mana, but it's so sweet. I actually think a set for Avernus is a really good card. The big mythic dragons and whatnot, they're going to be fun. The new Dragon Commander, that's probably my favorite commander from the set now. Miriam, Sentinel Worm, it's like a Necro Duality, 4 dragons on your commander. which just seems really sweet. Like it takes a lot to impress me with a dragon commander, because there's so many busted dragon commanders. But Miriam, I'd rather play this than something like the Dragon or whatever. So it's this set looks sweet. I'm just missing some of those old references, I guess, I think is where I'm at. But anyway, we can talk about Commander Legends as we go along. Hey, what's up, Doggy Myth? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Today, we're doing some exploring, and this deck, I'm excited to try this pile of Magic cards. Is this pile of Magic cards going to be good? Yeah, we're going to find out. So what is going on with this deck? And then we'll do a reminder to start playing. This is 5-color Yarok mirror match, Enigmatic Fires in Explorer. Basically, we're Enigmatic Incarnation deck, so we can sack enchantments to find creatures. We can also find enchantments with like Moonbust Kirk. We have Fires of Invention to cast extra stuff, and then sacrifice. We got Mirror March because we got a lot of ETB triggers to go with our Yarok. So we're hoping to like 2-drop Risen Reefs and maybe have Mirror March and maybe have Yarok to get a bunch of triggers, or, you know, whatever, make a bunch of Tolsimers to do a bunch of fighting, or Cavalier of Dawn to blow up a whole bunch of stuff. There's just all kinds of weirdness, goodness, mid-rangey piliness. So I think this, I have no idea if this is going to work or be competitive. It's 5 colors. It's 5 colors. And it's got Yaroks and Mirror Marches. But I'm really excited. It's just got so many sweet cards in it. So we'll see. We're going to generate some value. We're going to generate some value. Whether that value actually leads to winning games, I got no idea. Shopkeeper Dave, first time sub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If that goes very badly, do got a couple of backups. We got Paradox Engine combo. Explorer's lacking combo decks. There's no Lotus Field. There's no Jeskai Ascendancy. But this one kind of works. This is a Pioneer-ish combo that actually has most of the pieces to work in the format. It's Paradox Engine, Emery, Kinnan Loops. The big new piece is Courier's Briefcase, which if you have Kinnan, sacks for 2 mana. So if you have Paradox Engine and if you have Emery, you can just keep activating it and untap all your stuff and go through your deck and draw a ton of cards, and you're going to just go through your deck and combo off and win the game. Eventually find your Karn to tutor up stuff from the sideboard like Aetherflux Reservoir. So maybe we do some comboing, and then Titan Industry. How do you go wrong with just jamming Titan of Industries? Who would have thought that Courier's Briefcase would be showing up in so many different decks? That's a card that I just completely overlooked during spoiler season, and it's showing up in Explorer and in Pioneer. We played it with the Kwame War deck in Standard. Like, it's a really good card. So that's a plan for today. Hey, what's up, AC? I'm doing wonderfully. How are you today? Good to see you. Good to see you. I played the Mirror March deck Phil made and showed off. I have much fun with it in Historic. Ooh, what was Phil's? I don't remember what Phil's deck looked like. Reminders, replay YouTube. That's how you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, tons of stuff going up on there. Spoiler season, of course, Commander Legends. Tomorrow, we got a fun special Against Odds episode that I think y'all are gonna like. So keep an eye out for that as well. A reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free goldfish sticker, just let them know you want one in your order notes, and they'll hook you up. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Otherwise, merch page, token, t-shirts, playmats, get away to support the stream of the channel and the site. Donations, always appreciated. Never required. $2 support gets your message read on stream. Have I tried Mono Red Burn yet? It's insane in Explorer. I haven't. I've seen Mono Red Burn style decks. We'll have to play it. Maybe we can make it work for Budget Magic. It could be a good Budget Magic deck. Oh, also, the other news of the weekend was actually tournament stuff. Did any of you actually watch the new Capenna Championship? I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe I'm saying it. I think Standard's good now. I think it's better than it's been in a long time. It blew my mind. So, okay, so we have the weekend. We got the weekend. I'm doing, videos and doing all my stuff and this and that and mowing the lawn and all the weekend stuff. And I'm like, okay, I kind of want to watch this tournament. I don't really care about watching Historic that much. Sharks keep moving. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. So I turned it on. And I started watching it, and I was enthralled. Like, it's all these mid-range decks. Yeah, there's a little bit of control. The Storm deck is pretty control-y, combo control. But it's like Grixis Vampire mid-range versus Jund mid-range versus Esper mid-range. And it was just the most entertaining, fun Standard to watch in a really long time. They had some great games of Magic. If you watch like the top 8, the one with Mike Sigris with Siggy versus, oh no, I don't want to butcher, Yoshigo. Hashimashi Yushigo. That was one of the best matches of Magic that I have ever watched. It was insane haymaker top decks back and forth. It was so good. You can probably find the VOD if you haven't watched it yet. It was really good. Plus Yushigo, one of my favorite Magic stories in a while. Yushigo, if you didn't hear the story, it just absolutely warms my heart. So Yushigo just started playing Magic 2 years ago. He built this Naya mid-range deck as his homebrew, and he thought the deck looked really fun. So he went to play a local tournament just because he wanted to try out his new brew. So he goes to this tournament with his Naya mid-range deck. He wins the tournament. He finds out after the fact that it was a qualifier for the New Capenna Championship, which is essentially like a pro tour. So he didn't even know that it was going to be a qualifier. And next thing you know, Yushigo's actually in the top 8 of the set championship, and he was just having so much fun. You could see along the way, he was just loving every minute of it, having so much fun, and that's what Magic is about. That story is just, we need more of those stories. It's so easy to get caught up in the metagame and this and drama, and it's just so awesome and pure to have this person who like just started playing a couple years ago, didn't even try to qualify, accidentally qualified, playing his homebrew that he just wanted to play for fun because he enjoys playing Magic. And next thing you know, in the top 8 of a pro tour, essentially. So someone less than the semi. Oh, yeah. The other side of the story is arena issues. There were all kinds of arena issues and people getting left out of worlds because of mind-blowing arena issues. But anyway, we can talk about that as we go along. Let's talk about this deck real quick. Jump into some games, start doing some weirdness, and then we can talk about that and everything else. So this deck, as I mentioned, Enigmatic Incarnation, sack enchantments to birthing pod into creatures. So we're trying to use this to find Yaroks and Risen Reefs and Moonblessed Clerics, which can find our Mirror March to give us more Risen Reefs and give us more Knight of Autumns and Renegade Ralliers, and whenever we happen to need. Fires of Invention just ramps us quite a bit, lets us do multiple things in a turn. Got a bunch of random card draw for our Birthing Pod plan, Omen of the Sea, Omen of Fire, Utopia. Those are the things we can cast to draw a card in the early game and then pod away to start getting our creatures and work up the chain. And that's basically the deck. 5 color, 80 card, every sweet thing jammed together, mid-range tutor pile. Whether or not it works, I don't know, but it looks fun. It looks super fun. I also wish they played Explorer instead of Historic. Historic, I mean, I know Historic definitely has a fan base still. There are still people that like it, so I guess for the sake of those people, I'm glad it's being supported. But like 30+% of the meta being Izzet Phoenix is just not... I've seen that before. That's not something I'm really interested in seeing again. Man, the standard was in the championship was so good and Historic was so bad. The format is stale all day long. Yeah, that's basically where I am as well. Oh, one land, one keep. I mean, if we get one land, we get to Urban Utopia. We are on the draw, and that gets us to Risen Reef, and then it'll be fine. We're good. The Magic Gods. Oh no. Aggro. Okay, well, we did hit our land. Fabled Passage. Go. Upload. How is Historic Brawl? Should I play Historic Brawl? I wonder if maybe some Scrylands could be worth it. They do work well with Yarok, that's true. They are pretty slow. Ooh. Opponent. Main phase blood cracking. Okay. Goes to combat, gets in, hits us. AGK Mark, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big subscription for you. Thank you. Oh, question for you, chat. I'm sure we've talked about this before. Have you ever watched The Wire? I'm sure many of you have watched The Wire. It is widely considered to be like one of the best shows ever. So how many of you have actually watched The Wire? So I was recently rewatching The Wire, and that's what made me think of this. This is Greasefang, isn't it? We got a bunch of rest in pieces in our side. Oh my god. Okay. Portable Hole not great against Greasefang. Okay. Well, if our opponent can get a Parhelion in the graveyard, we lose. And then we try to find our resident pieces. I was... Oh, come on. No. Okay. Staying alive. Just barely. Greasefang down to 13. They do get another looting effect here. What answers do we have for this? Okay, let's... Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I think we got to get to this Cavalier of Dawn to blow up the Grease Fang as our main goal. Play Jetmir's Garden. No Parhelions. No Parhelions. We need one turn without Parhelions. Yoda Man! Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 47th month. Thank you for your subscription. Ooh, no Parhelion. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank ya. Okay, not dead yet. Blood Tithe Harvester. So I was rewatching The Wire, and there's this scene. Oh boy. Well, maybe our opponent doesn't even care about Parhelion. We will loot away. What? How do we not die? A fires and a... These things are a problem too. Loot away a fires. Loot away a portable hole. Looking for land. Oh, there's Yarok. If we can live for one more turn, this is going to be so good. All right, Trio. Okay, how do we do this so we don't die? We can Cavalier of Dawn, blow up the Grease Fang, and try to block. I mean, if we get to untap and go Yarok, Knight of Autumn, Risen Reeve. Oh. So if we blow up Grease Fang, they can't get it back, but it's their entire turn. All right, yeah, let's Cavalier of Dawn. Blow up the Grease Fang. We're just trying to buy one more turn of life, essentially. That's it. The problem is if they kill both of our creatures, we can lose. So I was watching it. There's a scene in season 4 where okay. Kills the Cavalier of Dawn. We'll get back portable hole. Not dead yet. Not dead yet. Opponent goes attacking. Kill the Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay. Okay. Opponent passes. Flip the Saga. Well, Yarok. Knight of Autumn. Opponent, let it go. Let it go. Loots. Discards a land. Oh, gaining 8 would help. That would help. That would help. Oh, okay. Opponent has an answer. Well, we still get to gain 4. Grab the Yarion. Play the land. Pass the turn. Oh, this is so close. Oh, I wanted that Yarok, though. I really wanted that Yarok. Opponent. We needed that value. That sweet, sweet value. Because eventually the Parhelion's going to come. But there was a scene in season 4 where the teacher, Pres Belusi, he locked his keys in the car. And one of his students is like, no problem, I got it for you. And he pulls out, like, I don't even know what it's called. What's the thing that people use to steal cars called? Like the metal, the long straight metal thing. Block and block. Slim Jim. Yeah. It was Slim Jim and opens up the car. And I had forgot all about this, but that actually really happened to me. I was living in Denver and I locked my keys in the car at like this strip mall kind of place. And I didn't know what to do. And someone just walked up. It was like, hey, I got you. And just pulled a Slim Jim out of their pants. And in like 1 second, just like did their thing and unlocked the car. I was like, there you go, have a nice day. I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. It seemed like a ridiculous TV moment, but apparently that's a real thing that can happen. Yeah, we got this Yarion, so that's our motivation not to block. Is Yarion blinking here? Seems pretty good. Deadly Dispute to draw cards. The problem is if our opponent ever Grease Fangs Parhelions, we're just in such bad shape, but we're staying alive. We're staying alive. Risen Reef can do things. Fatal Push, but doesn't kill the reflections? Okay. Well, Risen Reef. Let's think about this. Risen Reef. For free. And then copy the Risen Reef. For 1 mana. Here comes the trigger. Oh, could you imagine if we sold our Yarok? If we sold the Yarok, we were so close. Double trigger. Oh my god, that's Mirror March. Oh my god, that's Mirror March. Put the land into play. Another Yarion. Play Yarion. Blink. Blink. Oh, next turn we get to Mirror March and Blink. First date stocks? That's exciting. Where are you going on your first date? Down to 19. So we want our Yarion cards to come back first to trigger the Risen Reefs. I think we got a chance. Land. Oh, I'm hyped about this Mirror March. You know we're going to lose all of our rolls, but... Oh, you're... Yeah, you're right. We should have done that, shouldn't we? Yeah, you're right. We should have exiled the fires and we could have, well, I guess cast Portable Hole. We didn't lose out on a ton, but yeah, that would have been a good idea. Opponent discards Fable the Mirror Breaker. Oh, double punt. Okay, that's a double punt. We should also blink the enchantment, but then that would just be too much value. Sorin Vengeful Bloodlord. Oh no! Wow. Yeah, that does do it. Our next turn was gonna be so good. Our next turn was gonna be so good. Like, seriously, it was gonna be the sweetest turn, and our opponent draws all the combo pieces. I mean, would Blinking of Fires have changed any of that? I don't think so. Affinity to Squirtle. We still can't cast spells during our opponent's turn because of fires, right? So we would still have fires, so we still wouldn't be able to do anything during our opponent's turn. Keeping up Reflection for Deputy would have covered the combo. Oh, I mean, so you think we shouldn't have? Well, the problem is that Parhelion makes 3 attackers. You get Parhelion and 2 angels, so 1 blocker doesn't actually do anything. It's been 9 months. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big super for you. Time flies when you're blinking stuff and drawing cards. Thanks for all the great content. Appreciate you. Well, I appreciate you, Squirrel. Thank you so much. Opponent. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So you're saying, like, you think we should not have drawn cards with Risen Reef. Maybe that's true. I mean, I don't think the Blinking Fires, while it was a punt, I don't think that actually plays into the combo. But if the argument is we shouldn't have Kiki'd to draw with Risen Reef, and we should have instead tried to play other things, that might be... Oh no, why do we always take so long to sideboard? Every single time. We always do this. And then we run out of time and we don't get to sideboard. And we play the 81 card special. The Angel's come into play attacking, yeah. Hey, what's up, Solar? I love you as well. How are you today? All right. Well, we got Enigmatic Incarnation this time, although this hand still doesn't necessarily just stop our opponent from going off. Greasefang is like the new Winota, essentially. I mean, at least Graveyard Heat's good against it, but it's Winota that actually gets to interact with you. I've been brewing up some budget decks for Modern. Ooh, and gonna do some streaming. You'll have to let us know when you start streaming, Squirtle. See if we can give you a raid or a host. So opponent takes Enigmatic Incarnation. They do not enjoy fun. Well, Fateful Absence does deal with a Greasefang if we leave it up. Well, play the land past the turn. Opponent untaps. Checking the Baldur's Gate spoilers, thinking of drafting, maybe buying a couple of packs. Ooh, yeah, Baldur's Gate looks super fun. I think there's... How did you like limited for the first set? Yeah, I guess those are both fine. If we just keep enough removal, I guess that also deals with Greasefang. So Fabled Passage, crack Fabled Passage. I don't really like this Fable the Mirror Breaker going off. We might have to kill that too. Grab the Forest. And then, oh my goodness. All right, 1, 2. From what I remember, so I didn't draft a ton of the first Commander Legends. From what I remember, though, it was really long. That's my main memory. I think it was fun, but from what I remember, it was like a draft took 5 hours or something. Like you got to draft, and then you got to play multiple rounds, and it was just like super, super long. About it. Parhelion and Rite of Oblivion, and there's a Greasefang, which we're gonna need to kill. All right, kill the Greasefang. This does mean our opponent still gets to make a treasure. Goes to combat, goes attacking. We gotta leave up removal, don't we? Oh, Fabled Passage, crack Fabled Passage, thin the deck. How am I liking Explorer compared to Pioneer? I've really been enjoying Explorer a lot. Like, there's upsides and downsides. Obviously, there's less cards, which is a downside. So, just having more options, I think, is the biggest strength of actual Pioneer at the moment. On the other hand, I think what we do here, this is the less fun play, but Moonblessed Cleric to get Rest in Peace is at least going to make it hard for us to lose to our opponent's combo. Boring, but successful, hopefully, past the turn. About it untaps. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Going to flip. We are going to have to deal with a board, too. This is tough. Opponent thought seizes us. Wow. They're just going to have the full Monty here, aren't they? So we're dead again? Oh. All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, if they have Greasefang, that's a game again. Huh, maybe this Greasefang deck's actually really good. Corneous, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup here for you. The upside of Explorer, though, is you don't have to deal with Lotus Field combo, which is nice, or Jeskai Ascendancy. You just got it. You got the full thing X2. Yes, they do. Fair enough. Well, that was fun. I really wish that they would... Wizards got to pick up the pace. Every issue we have with Explorer is that it's not Pioneer yet. Like, so that's my kids... here's what I'm afraid is going to kill the format. Is, like, Greasefang's going to be strong or whatever. And then, because we don't have full Pioneer, Wizards just going to keep banning things, and then we're going to get further and further. The formats are going to get further and further away from each other, and I really think that that's something that could end up just killing the format altogether. So I'm really concerned about that, and I think the solution to that is Wizards picking up the pace, and adding the cards we need to have full Pioneer in months, not years. Like, several months is an acceptable time frame. Several years, that's just so long. Will people even still care? Will Magic still be a game? Will the Earth still exist? Who knows? We can't think that far in the future, Wizards. So many things could happen in that time frame. Oh, instead we're getting Alchemy Horizons. Just take one set, Wizards. Take one set off of making Alchemy. Use that to put the Pioneer staples in the format, and then everyone wins. Then you can go back to making Alchemy cards that few people care about. Well, I think part of it is the overall power level of the format's going to go up a lot. So I think that's not a direct fix to... That's not a direct fix to Greasefang, but other decks will more be able to keep up with the best decks in the format once we have the rest of the staples. So I think that's kind of the upside. The same with, like, Winota in theory. Like, in theory... Winota will be less of a problem once we get full Pioneer, because some of the combo decks in full Pioneer should be able to just outrace Winota, and then Winota won't need to be banned anymore. So I think that's the main thinking. Land here would be nice. All right, so we hit a land. So opponent, trying to cheat something into play. Well, if we get to untap in Yarok, that would be spicy. That would be many Magic cards. Opponent, Greasefang. Is Greasefang that heavily played? Hey, what's up, Magikarp? Hey, Seth, by the way, my food thing today will sound bad to you, but if it's a vote of confidence for you, my food thing would also have sounded bad to me a few weeks ago. I'm curious now. I mean, honestly, a lot of food stuff sounds bad to me. I guess I'm a pretty boring eater. All right, opponent managed to get an Agent of Treachery. Going to steal a land. Well, okay. I think we can keep up with this. They steal a land instead of a Risen Reef, but this means we get to... Oh, no! There's no swamp in this deck? How is that possible? There's really no swamp? We can't play the... Oh, no, that's a deck building punt. We should definitely have a swamp. There should be one of each land. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, okay, I was so excited about Yarok with these double Risen Reefs, and now we're doing things that are not Yarok with double Risen Reef. There's our black mana for the future, I guess. And Fable the Mirror Breaker. All right, next turn we can maybe try again. Opponent untaps. Grafdiggers does not actually hate on Greasefang. Graveyard Hate, though, is very good against Greasefang. This combo's annoying. Jeez. Agent of Treachery. Did they just choose to not steal anything? I think our opponent... How did that even happen? How did our opponent fail to steal something with Agent of Treachery? So we gotta hit removal of some kind, right? That's our only realistic shot here. Oh, they stole the Utopia. Okay, that's what happened. Oops. Got him. Okay. Yes, opponent is now the proud owner of Urban Utopia. How can we do this? Triumph to the bottom. Spirited Companion to the bottom. Renegade Rallier isn't removal. Well, play Fires. I mean, I guess we just gotta play through it, as weird as this sounds. Yarok, 4 Risen Reef triggers. Sharn. Enigmatic Incarnation. Oh, Touch of the Spirit Realms. Okay, Touch of the Spirit Realms could maybe help. At least we can blink one of our own things to fizzle this. Wow, this game's gonna get weird. This game's about to get weird. Opponent land. Copies the Agent of Treachery. Let's see if they go after Utopia. Alright, we will touch the Spirit Realm. Blink that Yarok. Blink that Yarok. No Yarok for you, opponent. Fizzle it. Wow, March of Otherworldly Light. All right. Well, at least they don't get to steal the Yarok. We need to get rid of this reflection. That's a big thing. Opponent gets in. No blocks. If we can get rid of the reflection, at least we stop our opponent from making Agent of Treachery every turn. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. All right, flip the Saga. I mean, Agents, it's fine. I don't think Agent is a problem. Oh, no. All right, chat, look at this deck list before we time out. There's got to be a line that saves us here. There's got to be. Oh, actually, okay. So Tolsimir is removal. So if we get Tolsimir, that deals with the problem. Or Night of Autumn. Okay. So this is an enchantment. Okay, so first step, 1, 2, 3. Get Yariad. Play Enigmatic Incarnation for free. Play Yariad for free. Blink the Fires. And a bunch of other stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no. We gotta leave something. Oh, they control the Utopia. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave the Omen. So blink all that stuff. This lets us Omen of the Sea to go digging. I think this is gonna be okay. I think this is okay. I think we figured it out. We don't need Fires. We don't need Naturalists. Bottom. Deputy on Agent of Treachery seems very, very risky here. Probably too risky. Get our last land. Renegade Rallier. This is a good turn. Get back a land. And then end of turn. No attacks. Get back our Yariad stuff. Get a bunch of triggers. Get rid of the dwarf token. Risen Reef going to town. Vegetarian aggro. Hang on, let me finish this turn and then I will read. I wanna actually think through this food plan. Yes, we'll take the land. Okay, that was good. Get rid of that. Incarnation. Sag Omen of the Sea. Get Night of Ooh, wait, can we copy anything? We could. We're just gonna take Night of Autumn though. And blow up Reflections of Kiki Jiki. And that was a turn. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Are we gonna be double Agent of Treachery? Is that a thing that's happening? That was such a turd. All right, vegetarian egg rolls with tofu. Tofu is the formerly gross part to me, with shredded carrots and cabbage cooked in a bunch of spices, fried in vegetable oil. Let me tell you, egg rolls are a million times harder to do well than burrito tortillas. It's so hard to do right. Interesting. So this is suspicious. Very suspicious. Are we about to get farewelled? Is that what's happening here? I'm very confused. I feel like our opponent wants us to kill these for some reason. If it's a farewell, then we want these on the battlefield, I think. You know, we'll split the difference. Let's block one of them. If it's a farewell, we want on the battlefield to get exiled. If it's another wrath, then we want to save the damage. No, I think this is the... Ooh, a bonnet. Untap land. Wandering Emperor. Wow, was that just a bluff attack? Well, that went bad in a lot of ways, didn't it? Huh. Anger of the gods. No, I think this is the tier list, I think. Phil's list was a little janky with frogs and such. But yeah, I think this is just like the best, one of the best decks in Pioneer. Okay, we can do this. This is fine. No big deal. So, Enigmatic Incarnation for free. Skyclave Apparition for free. Get rid of the Wandering Emperor.
Years of training.
Play the land. I don't think we need fires anymore. So, end of turn. Sack fires. Get, oh my goodness, so many options. Kenrith maybe? Or it is a similar plan to Phil's list with transmogrifying into Agent of Treachery. But I think this is more of a control deck overall. Well, we'll take Kenrith. Kenrith is fine. And then sack Omen of the Sea. And Enigmatic Incarnation's pretty good. Moonblast Cleric. I'm sure this is not the right call, but boom, Mirror March. Doing it. Pass the turn. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. About it. Passes. Can we reanimate anything? Spirited Companion, eh? Actually, you probably wait on that. Let's just draw a card. And draw a card. Kenrith's pretty good. Mirror March. Mirror March is coming. Mirror March is coming. Gain some life, maybe? Woo, the Cardboard Samurai. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup Jeffrey. Thank you. Well, Mirror March. Kenrith. Here we go. Spirited Companion. Spin it to win it. Come on, Mirror March. Give us some good boys. Okay, one. One is fine. Oh my god, Glasspool Mimic. Oh, we gotta wait a turn, though. We don't have the mana. Alright, Stomping. Play the land. Go to combat. Smack you with Kenrith. This Glasspool Mimic on Moonblast Cleric could be hilarious. Okay, so we won one Mirror March flip. That's a start. Pass the turn. Enigmatic. Oh. Enigmatic Incarnation. Let's have some more fun. Sack the doggo that's going to go away anyway. Risen Reef. And Mirror March. Yes, we will take the land. Aww. Well, sack the Spirited Companion. Risen Reef, number 2. Let's try again. Come on, Mirror March. Be good. Be good. Ooh, Yarion Suite. Portable Hall. Ooh. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, I think that's fine. That's fine. 32 cards in the deck. We're still good. Naturalist. Sure. Yes. Draw them all. How about some lands? How about some lands? No lands. Still no lands. Still no lands. There we go. And then I guess we just pass and discard infinite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We actually want some flips. Oh yeah, Reliquary Tower would be good. Opponent running out of Wandering Emperor. Sure, main phase, that's fine. This value is gonna keep adding up. About it. Gonna get rid of the Kenrith, unfortunately. Oh, opponent. Okay. Well, we did have plans for that, but that's fine. We drew so many cards, it's still going to be fine. The tokens will go away on the next end step. We made them on the end step, so the end step was already passed, so we got to wait an extra turn, which means they'll go away on our opponent's end step now. Okay, so we probably mill ourselves if we Glasspool Mimic a Risen Reef. Still might be worth it just for fun. Well, let's Omen of the Forge. Shoot down Wandering Emperor.
I guess that's it then.
Oh, do we do it, chat? How do you feel about milling out if we target Risen Reef here? Is it worth? It might be worth it. Go out on our own terms doing what we love. 27 cards. That's enough, right? You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. What's the worst that can happen? We never win Mirror March rolls anyway, so it's not like we're just gonna win a ton of them now and die. Like that. What are the odds of that? We never actually win with this card, so we should be fine. Okay. Well, not to root against the flip, but we'll take it this time. Enigmatic Incarnation. Play the land. I don't even know if a Yarion. Do we even bother? Go to combat. Smack ya. Opponent takes it. Pass the turn. I don't know. Do we even have 3 drops left to get? We might not. Do it. Okay. You convinced me. That's all it took. Yes, okay. Come on, Mirror March. Don't kill us. Don't kill us, buddy. We need to lose these flips. We can't afford to win these coin flips. Okay. That's actually good. Second Incarnation. Get a Cavalier of Dawn. Oh no! That's an elemental? That's an elemental? Oh my god, it's an elemental knight. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's an elemental. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. I should have read that card a little closer. Okay, no winning. No winning of these coin flips. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's Sack this. Get a non-elemental until Samir. Now we can win flips. We're okay with winning these flips. Fight the dork. See, we have the worst coin flip luck. We really do. We whiffed on all those flips. Yeah, we've lost, what, 4 in a row? I mean, it was good that we lost 4 in a row this time, but I'm on it. Strangle, sure. I think we're getting there, though. 5 in a row, yeah. I mean, those were necessary to lose, though. About it. Passing. Well, okay. Omen of the Sea. Bottom. I would like to flip a couple more coins just to see if we can get out from under this bad luck. Untap. Deputy. Get rid of the dork. Oh, and a post comes it up. Well, that was a good win. That was a very good win. Hey, what's up, dude, bro, man guy? How are you? Good to see you. Well, our opponent had two Agent of Treacheries over the first couple turns of the game, and we won pretty easily. So how does this deck win? Mostly just generating value. There's not really any secret to it. We're hoping to mirror march and like make a ton of stuff and draw a ton of cards and then trust that leads to a win eventually. Was just listening to the Commander Clash podcast. Richard is sleeping on the red card draw. Richard has some unique opinions about Commander. While the one-ofs, we have Enigmatic Incarnation as kind of a birthing pod, essentially, that can tutor them up. So that's the main reason, is we're kind of a toolboxy birthing pod style deck, honestly. That's a good question, actually. So we just started a Commander Clash podcast. It's going to be a 2-parter about the best monocoloring Commander. And I'm curious what your rankings are, chat. What is the number one color, monocolor? So not talking about splashing, not as your, backup color, support color. Number one monocolor in Commander. Have I seen this? Ancient? Oh, yes. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Ancient Silver Dragon is sweet. It's really expensive, but it can draw 20 cards. Up to 20 cards when it attacks. Of course, we did just see my bad luck. So for me, it's probably like draw 3 or something. It's a divination, but if you get some luck, it can draw a lot of cards. All right, try them, go. Black or green? Okay, those are good picks. I think green, has a pretty strong argument, in my opinion, for being number 1 overall. Black is tough. What would you say would make black the number 1 overall color? Like, what does black have going for it? Tutors black does really well. Sweepers black does pretty well. Wedding announcement, interesting. Well, there's a fires. We'll play the trio, I think. Pass the turn. Portic, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup here for you. Thank you. Tutors and graveyard stuff. Yeah, I mean, reanimation is huge. What about green? What does green have that makes it the number 1 color? I guess land ramp is probably the easiest answer. Like, ramp might be the strongest thing you can do in Commander, and oh boy. More wedding announcements. Ramp might be the strongest thing you can do in Commander. And green ramps in the most powerful way. Well, bottom, I guess. Well, Cavalier could be good in the future. Ooh, Tolsummer 2. Well, all right, land untapped. Fires of Invention. Deputy of Detention. Yoink the tokens. No transmogrifying for you. What is the worst color in Commander? Monocolor. Yeah, I mean, that is the strength of green. Like, green at this point, it is really good at basically everything. What if they have Mystical Dispute? White! Interesting. So you're going to have to, I don't want to spoil too much because it's a 2-part podcast. I think I'm going to spoil this. I'm going to spoil this for all of y'all. I think that white is the second best monocolor. And I think that white is actually potentially on pace to surpass green. With the amount of cards white has been getting the last year or two, I think another 2 years like that, I think that it is actually possible that white is equal to or better than green in Commander as a monocolor. And I'm not even like, I guess it's a hot take, but I don't think I'm being hyperbolic. White has gotten so much better. 2 years ago, I would rank white probably dead last. But now with 2 years of like support, I actually think that it's pretty high up there. Okay. Yeah, Yarion. I would rather not time out here. Risen Reef for free. Hit a land. Yarion for free. Blink, 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 blink. Utopia on a land. So what do you think makes white so bad then? So white, I mean, the problem with white in the past was it was so bad at generating card advantage, but I think it's gotten much better. If you want another hot take, I think, okay, so if, we'll keep Mystical Dispute. Kenrith can go bottom. So, okay, so white, I think, is the second best color, and it could pass green in the future. If you want the opposite hot take, that is that blue is the second worst color, and if things keep going in the same direction it has been, I think there's a realistic chance that it will be the worst color in a couple of years. And again, I don't think I'm being hyperbolic about this. I actually think those things are true. All right, Risen Reef. Get a land. Yeah, we might just be blowing up our fires here, honestly. Fires is really restricting our hand. And we have a lot of mana now, so I don't think we really need it. So now we can turn on our... Oh my god, and we hit the veto. Well, now I'm very glad we did that. Play the land. Glasspool Mimic. Copy the Cavalier. You know what? Let's just go aggro. Make them 3/3s. Beast within ourselves. Go to combat. Pass the turn, leave up the counters. I think we got him. I think we're taking him down. Try to Agent of Treachery us, will you? Blue is the worst color by most things, but he gets saved by being the only one that interacts with the stack. That is the one thing that saves blue. Blue might be bad at pretty much everything, but it is really good at countering things. And countering things is a really powerful ability. All right, untap land. Can we close this game out? Crack this. I think we're just gonna fight this token and attack with everything and leave up counters and see if we can win. All right, so Tolsamir comes down, fights the dork, smack you with the crew, and that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Hey, what's up, At Nero? How are you? Good to see you. As a longtime green player, I feel like green wants a second color to finish the game in a generic deck. If you're Elves, Craterhoof, and Azure, you're absurd, but imagine Bant Mythics. From more of the Spark standards, one of the best ways to win would splash it to other colors. I can see that. I mean, green really lacks almost nothing. Like, green has the best ramp. It has arguably the best creatures, the biggest creatures at least. So best ramp, biggest creatures. Green has some of the best card draw. Blue probably has the best card draw, but I think that green is actually not far behind. After so we had that time where green was underpowered, and Wizards were like, you know, Well, if you think it's underpowered, we'll fix that for you. And they fixed it into being like the best at pretty much everything. It gets evasion with trample. It gets great, like Crater Hoof is a great finisher. So you have great finishers. There's really, what does green lack? I mean, every color except for blue lacks counter spells like stack interaction. So, but that's not really a mark against green. That's every color. That's every color. So I don't think we can really just blame green for that. Blue has the best. Blue also gets extra turn spells. What happened to... How did you just see all of our basics disappear? I saw that. Did that just happen? Is that supposed to happen, or is that a arena bug? Oh, there's no actual Panharmonicon because we can tutor up. Because we can tutor up the Yarok. So that's why we got Yarok in this one. Blue card draw is mediocre. It's so expensive for one shot when green can easily draw 5 cards a turn. I mean, it depends. Like, Heuristic Study is still probably one of the stronger card draw spells in the format. So there's, I don't know. You are right that like the Brain Geyser style effects or Blue Sun Zena style effects, those I'm kind of off of. I used to play those a lot, but those are just too expensive for me now. I don't really like that style of card draw. Green has almost 0 good creature removal. Green's creature removal, it takes extra steps. Green has, so you get Beast Within. Beast Within's great. Beast Within's top tier removal for any color. But then after Beast Within, you gotta use like fight spells, and they're not bad because green does have a lot of big creatures, but you are right that it doesn't have Doomblade style effects really. How have you got the Battle for Zendikar lands on Arena? I think I had to buy them in the store. I'm pretty sure. Lingify, there's also the 3 mana one that turns something into a forest. So it does have some transformational removal like that. I don't think it's that bad, but if you compare it to like white or compare it to black, I mean, Blizzard Brawl is a green fatal push. That's true. You do got to play some basics, but still close enough. So I don't think it's that bad. Song of the Dryads, that's the one I was not thinking of. So it's definitely, if I was gonna rate the colors by removal, I would say top tier is white. I think white is #1 in removal by a huge margin. Like, I know black is thought of as a removal color, but white, like, you get good sweepers, you get removal that hits literally anything, which is really powerful. And that's how I value my removal in Commander. I want flexible removal. I don't want a Doomblade. I want a Council's Judgment. I want a Beast Within. I want to be able to hit a creature, an enchantment, an artifact, all with the same spell, an Anguish Unmaking style effect. Those are the kind of removal spells that I really want. So white's really good at that. You have removal hits anything. You get the best sweepers. You get a bunch of exile effects. So white, #1. #2, probably black, I guess. Yeah, this is, I think, worth it. Get down, Pipey McGee over there. So then black might be #2. Blue I would put at the very bottom for removal. And then like red is also kind of mediocre. Green would either be 3 or 4, I would say. Somewhere in the 3 or 4 range. Green is really good at blowing up artifacts and enchantments, but if we're focused just on creatures, it gets worse there. I mean, blue gets like Pongify, Rapid Hybridization, so it's got a couple of okay creature removal spells, but it doesn't have a ton of them. Aww. Okay. Just kidding. Sorry, friend. Sorry, friend. Draw what they thought sees. Hit you with the Naturalist, gain back a little life, and I think it's party time. Sack the Naturalist. 3-drop will be a... You know what? Let's just generate value. Risen Reef, trigger, Urban Utopia, go. Raven form, I will say, Hey, thank you, Mabobi, and welcome to the stream. I appreciate the kind words, and welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big super, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. About it. We gotta be good here, right? Or not. Okay. Was not expecting the questing beast off the top. That is a problem. Okay, things just got tricky. Omen of the Sea. Oh! Fires. Fire, fire. I would say that red is probably... So the red is down with blue for me, removal-wise. Meerkat Mob Gaming, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It gets Chaos Warp. Chaos Warp's very good. Chaos Warp is like the red beast within, essentially. Hey, Seth, just want to stop by and say thanks for meeting my buddy Homebrew the other day. It really made her night special. You're an awesome dude. Hey, hopefully the stream went well. It seemed like y'all were having fun. So, my pleasure. Alright, we'll keep the fires. Play the tap land. No attacks. Sack the Omen. Yeah, we just gotta get rid of the questing bees, or it's too easy to lose. Get rid of the questing bees. Pass the turn. Gonna be close. Please don't have any more questing bees. If we can get like one more turn, we're real close to stabilizing. Real close. Opponent. Reality Shift's pretty good. Oh, what I was gonna say. Hey, what's up, the regular Og? Good to see you. Welcome. I don't like, one thing I dislike is blue destroying artifacts. Someone mentioned Raven form, and to me, Raven form rubs me the wrong way. The same way that I don't think black should be destroying enchantments. I don't think that blue should be dealing with artifacts like that. It shouldn't be a thing. Okay, that's not ideal. Yes, exclamation point deck will always take you to the deck list. Well, we're getting smacked. Do we have to block with Risen Reef? So if we don't block, we untap fires. Untap fires, go to 1. Yarion. Blink. Sack fires. Ooh. I mean, isn't Raven form, should blue be able to do that? I don't think that it should. Okay, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. I think we're okay. Maybe. Fires of Invention. Step 1. So play Fires. Play Sacred Foundry tapped. Play Yarion for free. Blink the Risen Reef. Okay, no Utopia. No puns this time. Blink the Risen Reef. End of turn. Get back the Risen Reef. Get a Moonblessed Cleric. Sack the fires. Get... Oh, it's got to be Tolsimir here, unfortunately. I want the Yarok, but I think we got a Tolsimir. Make the Wolf. Fight the Kite Sail. Go to 6. And now we're back alive. We're back alive. I also want more white counter spells. Just tune in. One goddamn am I looking at? Oh, we're playing the Piliest of Files. Hey, what's up, Doretti Spaghetti? Next up, we need our Yarok and our Mirror March. That's when the real fun begins. I think more white counter spells, soft counters, Mana Ties or Memory Lapses, those style of not just like counter a spell. Wow, bonus gives an up. Not just like counter a spell it's gone forever, but I think that soft counters are very white to me. And I think we should get more of them. I think we should. And blue should not be able to kill artifacts. Black should not be able to kill enchantments. The color pie should still matter a little bit, at least a little bit. Yeah, opponent scooped it. Almost 20 life there. Okay, we're going to actually sideboard this time before we get distracted. So what are we cutting? The problem is all of our cards seem fun. All right, we can go down the Touch of the Spirit Realms, I guess. Go down Renegade Rallier. Maybe we can go down the Yarion. We got one we can get from the command zone or a companion zone. And what's the last cut, chat? Decide on the last cut. Figure it out for me. Have we gotten any new spoilers? It doesn't seem like too many. What about Cloud Kill? Will you play Cloud Kill? 6 mana, all creatures get negative X. Negative X till end of turn. X is the greatest mana value of a commander you own, or commander in your command zone. Seems like a bad wrath in general. I guess budget, it's going to be super budget. That's something. The red one that makes... So what's your favorite card from the set so far? We're a big chunk through spoiler season. What's your favorite card from the set? I think this spell copying card is amazingly fun. Storm King's Thunder. I don't know if it's actually good. It just seems so fun. Like, could you imagine casting this for like 10 mana or something? And then anything you cast is just going to be ridiculous. Of course, it needs a ton of mana to work. You're going to need a ridiculous amount of mana. But if you have a ridiculous amount of mana, like, it's probably just going to win you the game. Like, imagine copying a lightning bolt or a gut shot enough times to kill the table. That's a hilarious way to win a game of Commander. Ancient Copper Dragon. It reminds me of old Gnawbones. Old Gnawbones? Yeah, old Gnawbones. I always get old Gnawbones and old Stick Fingers confused. This is fine. It reminds me of that. A little bit of variance, but it's a little cheaper too. It's 1 less mana. But still, I mean, 10 treasures a turn or something on average, 10 and a half. That's a lot of treasures. They're not even tapped. I actually like Baylor. I think Baylor's fine. Oh, wait. I didn't see this one. Whenever a dragon you control is dealt damage, deals that much damage to any target that isn't a dragon. Ooh, stuffy dragon. Essentially turn all your stuff into stuffy dolls, all your dragons. Well, untap land. Portable hole. Get rid of the Llanowar elves. Ship the turn. Yeah, I'm still hoping we get some more high value reprints, but Bladus Elves, that was a good one. Also Kindred Discovery. I actually forgot that Kindred Discovery was such an expensive card, but it actually is a pretty expensive one. Well, tap land time, I guess. Pass the turn. I have not done anything with Change of Fortune. I had an idea about Change of Fortune at one point, but never actually managed to pull it off. There probably is a way to do something really janky with it. All right, gonna get Thought Seized. Oh, by the way, Magikarp, I gotta say, you have great food ideas, but today's food idea, that seems like, oh my goodness. I don't know if I could, it might be anchovy tier. Just reading it. Tofu, I don't really like tofu. Cabbage, I don't really like cabbage. It combines together like a lot of things I don't like. So I like the idea of it, but I don't know if it would be for me. I don't know, not that one. Most of them I love, but that one, anchovy tier might be a little bit harsh, but you know what I'm saying. It might just be not exactly for me. Tapland. I'm sorry, Magikarp. I'm sorry. My favorite would probably have been Storm King's Thunder or Temur Dragon Legend. I am ridiculously excited. I've never built a actual dragon deck in paper, so having like a personal dragon deck, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to build a Temur Dragon Legend. It's just so good. Opponent. Tofu is great. Cube them up, fry them up, stir frying curries. I think I told you that so this was a long time ago. I couldn't do the vegetarian thing. I had someone I was dating that was a vegetarian, and I decided, I'll let me try it. Let me try to be vegetarian. So essentially I ate cereal with no milk for like a month. And realized that I literally don't know if I'd survive. It would take a very big change in my diet to actually make it as a vegetarian, because I think it was just somehow, I didn't know this was possible, but somehow I think I ate way less healthy by eating vegetarian, because I didn't eat any of the healthy good stuff. And instead just ate chips and cereal with no milk. Let's see, what are we doing here? I guess it's Risen Reef. That Love Struck Beast is a bit concerning. It's a big one. Well, Risen Reef draws us Fable the Mirror Breaker. Sure. Play Fabled Passage. Gonna need to find a Wrath. Why not? No, non-animal milk. Milk on cereal I don't do anyway, regardless. No, that wasn't. No. That wasn't to be vegan or vegetarian. That's just my quirky eating habits. That's normal for me. I never have milk on my cereal. I thought we had covered this many times in the past. That's one of my rules. Yeah, no, that was not a vegetarian thing or a vegan thing. That's just life. All right, Skyclave Shade coming back. Grab a Plains. Okay, Wrath. We really want a Wrath or some other way of dealing with this Love Struck Beast, which is an issue. Urban Utopia. Okay, well, I mean, well, 1-2, Urban Utopia. We're just gonna draw as many cards as possible and see if we can find a Wrath before we brutally die. Tap land. Glacial Fortress, Risen Reef number 2, Double Trouble. Land, that's not a Wrath. Land, that's also not a Wrath. Okay. Well, we're not quite dead yet. Oh, give it a try. I'm just telling you. Give it a try. You'll see. If you try some dry cereal sometimes, a little milk on the side, and oh no. My wallet is screaming for pain. I just paid $97 for gas. Oh, tell me about it. Yeah, I was shocked. Like, it's kind of crazy how much it went up. I had to, normally when I fill my car, it's like $40 or something. And last time it was like 65 or 70. And I don't have like a super huge car or whatever. Everything is so expensive right now. Do you think it'll ever go back down? That's what I'm hoping is maybe prices will go back down at some point. Omen of the Sea. I just have a little Nissan Sentra. We're at 6. Gotta have the good gas mileage. I've thought it would be interesting to try to get an electric car, but I don't think it would work where I live. There's not really charging stations, and everything's super far away, so I think it's probably not time to do that yet. No 4-wheel drive in upstate New York. In the winter, it would be nice, but I'm pretty lucky I don't really have to usually drive all that much. If I was like commuting an hour to work somewhere, I would probably try to get something that was better in the snow. Well, I guess we're just trying to block our way through. I don't know if this is possible. Play the land. Moonbless Cleric. 2-drop Enigmatic Incarnation. But, I mean, I'm super lucky because I'm here hanging out with all of you and streaming and doing content, so I don't really usually have to do a ton of driving, so I haven't needed, like, a big vehicle, really. Oh, I also have, like, a super old pickup truck that is not currently working. But someone I knew was getting rid of it for, I forgot what it was, $800 or something, and it has like 250,000 miles. So I figured it would be good for, just doing stuff around the house and around the yard. But yeah, that's currently not working. T Bunker, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super, thank you. Honestly, like. Honestly, no, like, my life didn't change that much during the pandemic, really. Like, I was kind of already working from home, and so day to day, obviously, trying to be careful, and yeah, I think they got us here. Questing Beast, too good. Couldn't find the Wrath. Actually, wait, can we survive? No, we can't survive. Well, if they attack that way, we can survive. Why did you not swing with the 1/1? Okay, well, we technically get one look at it. Enigmatic Incarnation. It's not gonna save us now. We need the Hard Wrath. Gotta pitch it. Portable Hold Fires. That's not it. And yeah, now we're dead. Opponent. I mean, we got some pretty good potholes around here, too. But, I mean, I guess the upside of the thing I always forget is, like, being from upstate New York, at least we're really prepared for the snow. So we actually have all the plows and the salt and stuff. I always wonder, people would talk about, oh, we got like 2 inches of snow and we had to shut everything down, like further down towards the south or whatever. So, like, that's every day here, but not every place is geared up for all of that. So, do we have anything else? Maybe the Touch the Spirit Realm is fine. Getting rid of an artifact means it can hit the Great Henge, which seems relevant. I mean, the downside of being a 80 card deck is sometimes you don't find your Wraths. Like, we only got 2 of them. That's not the biggest number. Run it like that. Captain Norvgood, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super over here. Thank ya. What do you think of Displacer Kitten? We didn't actually talk about this one. Displacer Kitten, I'm kind of worried this card's busted. 3 mana, 2/2. When you cast a non-creature, blink something. Is this like Deadeye Navigator level, like, broken? Is that where we're at with this? Is this a card that Deadeye Navigator is a card that I used to play in so many decks because I love Panharmonicon decks. There's our Raz. I love Panharmonicon decks. I love Blink decks. Like, that's just my style of playing Commander. The problem is I ended up feeling that Deadeye Navigator was so strong that I actually cut it from like all my decks. It's too easy. You just accidentally like go infinite with something and it didn't seem fun. People didn't enjoy it. I'm wondering if the Kin's gonna end up in the same spot. Like, it's certainly good in Panharmonicon style decks, Blink style decks, probably some Spellslinger style decks. It's got combos, but is it too good? Goes infinite with Garth in a haste effect with infinite Black Lotuses. It does all kinds of things. But I do wonder if you just jam it into like Panharmonicon or Brago style decks, maybe it's like Deadeye Navigator level, almost unfun good. Although, obviously, like Garth or whatever, it's really, power levels also very dependent on the deck that you play it in. Like, I would say that Kitten in Garth to combo with is a lot different than Kitten in a generic Blink infinite value style deck. Oh. All right, opponent. Gonna Thoughtseize away our goodies. Ah, we needed that Cleansing Nova. I can't believe, I believe if Deadeye Navigator was banned, we could probably get like 4 or 5 cards off the ban list. Ooh, speaking of the ban list. So, I believe, Commander fans, hopefully we're gonna be recording a podcast with, the godfather of Commander, Sheldon, from the RC. Do you have any questions for Sheldon? Commander Clash podcast. I'm hopeful. I think that we're gonna be able to do it while we were down in Richmond for the Magic Fest. So if you have questions, any questions that you ever wanted to ask Sheldon / the RC, let me know and I'll see. Maybe I can add him to the list. Ask him about hybrid mana. I would like to know the answer to hybrid mana. That's on my personal list that I'd like to know. First off, how dare you? I mean, we wanna be nice. Rotting Regisaur scares me. Land, please. No, not even close. Missing land's gonna be bad. All right, Rotting Regisaur. If our opponent goes Rotting Regisaur, Land Questing Beast, even if they're empty-handed, I'm not sure that we can get back from that. Missing our land drops here. We got all the value. Opponent. This is looking sketchy. Unbanned Coalition victory. I mean, I am curious. I am curious the difference between. Dockside and Primeval Titan. I think that's a question I would like to ask. Is just like, what's the difference? What's the difference? What makes Primeval Titan bannable, but Dockside Extortion is not bannable? Because to me, those seem very, very similar, those two cards. Well, blow up the Great Henge. Pass the turn. Keep on trying to stay alive. Opponent's got a discard. I'm thinking about a historic Sarkhan Unsealing fight rigging deck. And John, do you think it might work? Ooh, I think that could. They care about the same things. Could even have some enchantment stuff going on. Oh, this is a greedy block, but we're gonna block here. If we draw land, we can Tolsimir and fight down the 2/2. If not, oh no. Okay. Well, opponent's got no cards, but they got a lot of really big bodies. All right. Yeah. Unclear if there's a way we can get back into this game now. Opponent going to have to discard their last card. It's a Vivian. They draw. Oh, double Rotting Regisaur's tough. Opponent goes to combat. Opponent attacks. Well, block a Rotting Regisaur. Kill a Rotting Regisaur. Maybe Tolsimir for the save. Down to 9. Isaiah Freebooter, that doesn't do much of anything. All right, Tolsimir, it's your time. Tolsimir makes a wolf. Fights the 2/2. Stomping Grounds. There's hope. There's hope we can potentially double block it. If they top deck removal, no removal. We will double block so fast. We just got to get this off the battlefield. And then we're good. Then we can take over about it. Oh, I might have missed a good question. Banning consistency is on the list. That is on the list of questions. Dragon Bones, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Well, Risen Reef, draw some cards. Banning consistency is something I'm curious about. Is consistency in the ban list something that actually does it actually matter? I'm not sure. I'm not sure that the RC views consistency as being necessary on the ban list. So I would really love to hear the thought process behind that. Displacer Kitten is ridiculous engine, but in any but the most creature heavy decks with a coveted jewel on the battlefield, I think you'd easily draw your whole deck. Yeah, I mean, there's so many combos for that card. Eternal Witness loops, Garth loops, opponent. Whoa. I mean, we're gonna double block. If they top decked removal, I guess they top decked removal. It would be bad, but wow, it's gone. It's gone. Double Regisar. Shifty. Okay, that's interesting. Well, Risen Reef. Draw some cards. Okay. Protection from blue, trample. Do we have to Yari on this turn? I mean, I guess we should. All right, yeah. Play the land, Yarion. Dirty Yarion playing. Blink. Go digging. Oh, we need to play Explorer Daggerbird. We really do. Someone even sent me a viewer submitted list. I just forgot about it. Oh, we definitely gotta do that. It's such a unique archetype. I love the Daggerbird archetype. I personally hate the idea of using the ban list that has representative cases. I think the ban list should clearly define what would be allowed in an LGS pickup game. That has always been weird to me as well, personally. The idea that essentially like example bannings, right? Is the theory. Like, okay, since I'm trying to think of a good example. What's a good example of a banning that's trying to set an example for a whole bunch of cards that they would prefer us not to play, but don't want to actually ban? Like, this isn't a true, but Armageddon's not banned. But that's kind of would be like, that would be an example of it. They ban Armageddon, but they don't ban Ravages of War, and they don't ban Obliterate, and they don't ban all the other similar cards. And they hope that people, I guess, take the note that we don't actually want you playing those cards. Primetime, yeah, Primetime could maybe be there. Well, I don't know if Sheldon would be the one to ask about Splinter or Twin. You should ask Sheldon why Lutri can't just be banned as a companion. I actually would like to know. I would like to know Sheldon's thoughts on banned as a commander as well. I always like, what do you think of the banned as a commander mechanic that we used to have? Like, should that come back? I always thought that was actually a pretty good rule. Like, there's certain cards that I think are fine in the 99, but probably too good. Like Arreo would be an example, or Eladrami. Like, you think it's too confusing? Too much for people to keep track of? I mean, that's a legitimate concern, I guess. Just having too much for people to track. Braids would be another one. Like, Braids, honestly, Braids is probably fine, period. Maybe Braids is one of those example bannings, because I don't think that power level wise Braids is actually that big of a concern. Well, Omen of the Sea. I'll take the Naturalist. Play the Naturalist. Play the Naturalist. Play the Utopia. Oh, protection. I thought we were gonna get there. Okay. Draw a card. Moonblast Cleric. Well, maybe we just make a big enough board that we won't die. Do you think Braids actually needs to be banned? Is that even a card that is bannable at this point? Let's say Touch of the Spirit Realms. And pass the turn, play some defense, try to stay alive. Seth, I have a request. I wish for you to see my deck and decide if Blade of Selves or the 8-mana Myriad is better for my deck, since you insulted my cooking by going Anchovy tier. No! Well, Magikarp, I'd love to look at your deck, but just so it's clear, your cooking's great. I love hearing your most recent recipes. Just this one in specific, I don't know if I would enjoy it. Turn 2 braid, yeah. I mean, that's the problem with having braids banned as that's the problem with having braids as a commander. Is if it's your commander, it's really easy to build around and really easy to just build all the fast mana. The goal being to get it down as quickly as possible and lock the table. So I can see why I can see an argument for that. Although I don't know. Would people do that? Would that be a CDH thing? Would casual or like mid-power tables, would people actually be wanting to try to like, I mean, I guess, what else are you gonna do with braids? So maybe it'd be too much of a problem as a commander. But in the 99, I think it's 100% fine, because you're not gonna do that. No one's gonna do that in the 99. Like, that's not, it wouldn't be practical because of consistency issues. Yeah, I mean, it would probably be potentially CDHable with the fast mana. Although mono black, can you be a mono black CDH deck? Does that even work? It'd be interesting to see. Ooh, okay. How do we do this? So we can get rid of an artifact, and that turns on our stuff. So, all right, step 1, touch the Spirit Realms. Get rid of the Grafdigger's Cage. To turn on Incarnation. Step 2, Deputy of Detention. To get rid of both freebooters. And let the good times begin. Incarnation. Not bad. I guess we might as well play the fires now too. Pass the turn. The hand is emptied. No attacks. Sacrifice fires. Sack fires. Oh, now we're good. Get that Cavalier. Get some triggers. Blow up Shifty. Ooh. Wow, this deck is actually working. Hey, what's up, Digrago? I love you too. How are you? Stolly's out. Good to see ya. Can we see an updated deck list? Wait, is the deck list not updated? Hang on. Is the deck command not correct? And then we'll sacrifice Omen of the Sea to get a. You know what? The correct answer is always more Risen Reefs. We need our Mirror March, and then we can really have fun. Portable. I mean, I think this one's over, though. Once we get to this point, what's the Gruul deck gonna do? We're gaining life. We're getting a huge board. I got it saved. I got to save Magikarp. I got it pulled up. An opponent scoops it up. Sorry, J Boogie. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, all right, what do we got here? So you're wondering if the 8-mana Myriad spell. Wait, what was your question again, Magikarp? The 8-mana Myriad spell or Blade of Selves would be better in this deck. Let me hang on. I will double check our deck list too. So the curve is huge. I mean, considering how expensive the creatures are. And so what I would probably say is I would probably play the 8-mana enchantment in this deck. You already get a lot of expensive stuff. Having another expensive thing isn't really going to shift the math on anything. You could try to add some more ramp, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing some. I see some over here, but I would maybe try to find like a few more. Well, I guess okay. Also, Soul Ring. I still might add a little bit more ramp, but I mean, both are fine. Both are good. Other option would be play both of them for fun and cut something else altogether. Like cut a random, your least favorite of the random big creatures. Because I think either one of them would be fine in the deck. Just make sure if you play the 8-man enchantment, you got enough ramp. I'm probably missing some like the Secure Tribe Elder. So there's probably enough in there already. But if I had to choose one, I would go with the 8-man enchantment, I think. Although both I think could be fine in the deck. But if you're already playing a bunch of 8-drops, what's one more 8-drop? Wait, is this list not up to date? Oh, I think this deck list, I believe this is up to date. Urban Utopia is 2 mana, so it might have been overlooking it there. But I think, yeah, this looks right to me. I think that's all of it. A quick reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom to feed some magical cards. You can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Oh, did you see, I don't know if you saw this on social media, Double Masters. Did you see that the draft boosters are up on Amazon and they are more than $300? I believe $307 through Amazon. I can't remember. Does anyone remember what the prices were last Double Masters? I remember everyone being upset and there being a big freak out. Is it in the same range or is it way more expensive this time? Yeah, deck looks fun, Magic Garb. I like it. Oh, the swamp. Yeah, that's right. I did add a basic swamp and cut a dual land. That was the one change. $300 for a box of Double Masters. I definitely remember VIP boosters at $100 and that being a big thing. I mean, the thing to remember is with those expensive sets, buy singles. Remember that with cheap sets too. Unless you want to gamble or unless there's some weird scenario where a set is really high EV and you also have enough money to open a bunch of it to get around the variants. In general, you're going to come out ahead by buying singles almost every time. So I think that's where people should be at with Double Masters. Just ignore the super high box cost and take advantage of hopefully Mana Crypt being reprinted and get a, dropping in price or whatever staples you're looking for. So, I mean, you can certainly get lucky. That's for sure. And I think that the boxes will probably be good EV overall. The problem is just consistency, essentially. Like, that's the real issue. The EV will be good, but the EV doesn't mean you can't open a dud box and spend $300 and get $150 worth of cards, even if the overall EV of the set is really solid. Maybe the EV's $400, but that doesn't mean that your individual one box is going to give you $400 of value. That's the average of opening, hundreds of boxes, thousands of boxes. So yeah, if you get the Mana Crypt box topper, you're in business. But if you get the Metamorph box topper, little bit worse. All right, well, off to a slow start. We're working on it. Did I see the Warhammer 40k collector editions are $550 for all 4, and you can only buy all 4? Honestly, I was thinking oh boy, we're getting crimmed. I was thinking they were going to be more expensive than that. Not that that's a good thing. Definitely not saying that. But I was thinking they were going to be like $200 a piece or something. What is the price of the normal one? I think for me, that is the most important question. The cost of the normal commander decks, if those are cheap, I honestly don't care what the collector ones cost. Let me look it up, see if it's up. 40k commander. So it looks like on Amazon. Oh, so for the normal ones, wow, they went up even, yeah. So for the normal commander decks appear to be 221. So that's what, $55 a piece? And then, wow, $548. So you're looking at closing in on $150 a piece. That's a lot. Is anyone gonna buy them? Do you think anyone's actually going to spend money on the collector stuff? Who was the collector boosters targeting in that case? Well, get rid of Narset. I am not feeling good. Oh, they got Ashiok. Oh, we're super dead. Opponent's just drawn all of their strongest cards in a row. Discard. Well, there's our lands. Untapped land. Naturalist. Yeah, not feeling confident. Not feeling confident against this Crim deck. It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be the 40k community that is the primary audience for the expensive decks. I guess I don't know much about 40k prices, but I've heard they're like ridiculously expensive, like making Magic look cheap expensive. Is that true? Is Warhammer 40k even more expensive than Magic somehow? Opponent land. Fires of Invention. Goes attacking. Alright, well, we'll see what we can do. So we flip this. We can play Enigmatic Incarnation. We can play the land. Spirited Companion, draw a card. Sacrifice Omen. Get Knight of Autumn. Blow up your fires. All right, not dead yet. Not dead yet. 40k can be expensive, but it's a one-time purchase for each unit. Oh, so does 40k have decks? How does it actually work? Okay, opponent goes with odds, kills our stuff, plays a land, gets the Yarion, hits us down to 8. Mirror March, eh? I don't know if it's time yet for the Mirror March. I think we need to... Oh, we got a Yarion, don't we? Hit you for 1. At least Yarion's kind of a blocker. Yarion. Run it out. Blank, blank, blank. End of turn. Get back our stuff. Come on. Okay. Draw some cards. Fateful Absence is not the worst. Draw a card. Draw a card. Sack the Omen. What do we get? What do we get with the Omen? That's a real question. No, so... Can you ask Sheldon about Panoptic Mirror? Apparently he banned it because of an insane 1v1 game, but I can't find an account of it online. Would like to hear him talk about it. I will add that to the possible list. That is a good one. Yeah, I guess Skyclave. Skyclave's probably safest. Getting rid of the Nicole Bolas is helpful here. Nikki B down to pass the turn. Wow, are we going to get back in this? I felt like we were so far behind, but once you get the Enigmatic Incarnation going... Wait, so Warhammer 40k, you buy a unit. So do you have different decks? That was my question. Then I got distracted. I got distracted by our game of Magic. Are there essentially different decks? Or isn't that how it works? And we can get rid of... So, like, if you buy a unit, you can just play it all the time. And then you buy another unit, play it all the time. So it's not like you need... Huh. So is it just pay to win, then? Like, how do you decide what's allowed in a game? Oh, there's point values. Okay, so you can get a maximum point value, and then you can break down your units however you want, as long as you don't go over. Okay. So kind of like a fantasy sports team almost. is probably a very bad comparison, but okay. Actually, very much like a fantasy sports team. Players have points. You get a total number of points. You can spend up to that. Okay. And then how does the actual game? How does a game work? Like, how do you fight? What's the best comparison for that? Like D&D? Is it just rolling dice? Like, there's got to be, with rulers. Oh. Wow, that sounds like a lot of work. Okay, run out of time. All right, what's our plan? So he fires. Play fires. Play a land. Oh, we gotta play Risen Reef so we don't die. Play Risen Reef. Draw a card. End of turn. No attacks. Sack the fires. Get a Cavalier to blow up the Ashiok. Okay. Onesius got tokens left. We still got removal. Past the turn. So is Warhammer fun then? Do any of you actually play it? Another Nicole Bull, I say. Hey. I really don't want to get rid of this Mirror March, because sooner or later this Mirror March is going to do sweet things. Opponent passing. Well, Omen of the Sea. An opponent at 15 life scoops it up. Okay, so if you play Warhammer, do you actually paint them? Is painting a necessary part of the game? Or could I just order some units and show up at a Warhammer game and have them be unpainted? Or does that play into my points or something? Or is that just like is that the equivalent of blinging out your commander deck? Do people not paint them? Can you choose not to paint them if you don't want to? A lot of people don't actually play. They often just collect the miniatures. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. And then, is there a resale value like Magic? Like if you buy a unit for, I don't know, $50, is there a chance that 5 years later you can sell it for $50 or $75 or something? There's a minimum acceptable paint standard. Okay. So you do have to do some amount of painting. Oh, up against control. Fry's in. Mystical Disputes in. Dovin's Veto's in. Portable Holes not in. What else? Omen of the Forge pretty bad. Maybe Tolsimir? Yeah, let's go down Tolsimir. Try it like that. Oh, so you can get painted ones if you want to. That's good to know. Hey, what's up, Metmon? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Resale's usually 50-75% of... Or resale. 50-75% of retail. That's Magic-like. Is there, like, finance? Can you, like, spec? Like, do you get a unit and hope the price is going to go up, or the price of a unit's the price of a unit, and it's probably going to be the same forever-ish. Outland, go. Opponent, expressive iteration. How greedy is it to just snap counter this? You know what? It's greedy, but I think we're going to do it. How do you like us now, expressive iteration? Please no land drop. Let's get the full-on mana screw here. All right, tap land. Well, okay, that's fine. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Get a goblin past the turn. Oh, they have proxies too? I didn't think about that. You can 3D print proxies. That's actually very interesting. Even more lands. Well, discard. Discard, discard. Yeah, Yarion. Play Jadmir's Gardens, pass the turn. So is there controversy in... Oh, God. Is there controversy in the in the Warhammer community about proxies and real models? Is that a thing? I'll flip the Saga. I guess this Fry's gonna hopefully save us. Fry away the Nikki B, thankfully. Play the land past the turn. Did you see that there was a land destruction deck in Standard at the New Competitive Championship? So I looked at it. I don't know if I missed it and I saw the wrong one or not. When I looked at it, it looked like a Is It control deck that just had Cleansing Wildfire. Was there a more land destruction one than that? Because there was like 200 deck lists. So I don't know if I saw the wrong one. Because I saw one with the name pop up that said land destruction. Is it land destruction? And when I saw the Is It land destruction, I was like kind of disappointed. Like, I think it was fair to call it land destruction, but it just was, I guess, not exactly what I was hoping for. Some like Waking the Trolls action or like hardcore, and it was like, oh, this looks a lot like a Goldspan deck, but with Cleansing Wildfire. What is it? Oh, does anyone have a list to the Jund one? The Jund one sounds interesting. All right, expressive iteration. Untapping with Kenrith would be pretty decent. Opponent draws a card, gets a land, plays the land, passes. Well, hit you with Kenrith. I guess we just do Kenrith stuff until our opponent stops us. That appears to be the plan for the time being. I do love land destruction decks. I'll have to look at the Jund one. That could be a fun deck to stream. Opponent down to 10. Play the land past the turn. Oh, thank you, Reindeer. Oh, I saw this article. Okay, so Vampires, we saw them. Vampires is probably like a legit deck. Jund Treasures. Jund Treasures, it's pretty sweet. What do you... I always have such a hard time with stuff like this. So, like, Jund Treasures, it's got a lot of cool stuff. Zutora, Jesperis, I know, Goldhound of all things. But then at the same time, Azeka's Chariot, Goldspan Dragon. That's one of those decks where it's hard to... Tybalt. Well, that's an issue. It's hard to know if it should count as spicy or not, I think. Alright, well. And we got no creatures to reanimate, right? Ugh. Okay, that's not good. Fateful Absence is better, though. Kill it. Keep killing them planeswalkers. Oh, boom. Ooh, Enigmatic Incarnation, but no enchantments. Well, we'll get it down for future purposes. Oh, we need an enchantment. We're so close. Our opponent can play Kenrith? Ew. That's kind of disgusting. Yeah, pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Where is this land destruction deck? Opponent duresses. That's a whiff. So the treasure deck, 5-color ramp. We actually pretty much played this. This was very, very, very similar to the Kwame War deck we played. Oars of Angels. That's actually Esper. How is that not Esper Angels? That is a blue mana symbol, Wizards. That is blue mana symbol. Naya Reanimator, Velomachus, Titan Industry. I'm glad to see Titan Industry getting love. Ooh. This deck actually, that looks pretty sweet. I can see that. And you also have the Dire Strand Rampage. So that does have multiple land destruction spells. Could still use Awakening the Trolls. Just say it. Just maybe just a copy or two of Waking the Trolls. But that one does look sweet. That actually looks fun. I wonder how Akio actually did. We can try that one. I'm down for trying that one at some point. Play Fires. Only one card in hand. Is it a negate? That is basically the question. Sacks the Clue, Desperation, Incarnation. Huh. Man, sack the Fires, I guess. Get the Cavalier. No. Okay, apparently it's not formatted that way. All right. Well, I thought you had to target and say no, but apparently that's not how it works. That's all right. We got a 3/3. We got a 3/3 out of it. We would otherwise not have a 3/3 if opponent plays a tap land. Omen of the Sea is a great draw because that turns on Enigmatic Incarnation. Play Enigmatic Incarnation. I mean, our record's been not bad so far. Oh my god, and that's a Moonblast Cleric. That's a Moonblast Cleric. 1, 2. Oh, we can't play it this turn though. Maybe we don't want that then. So we got to play Incarnation. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what, bottom. Okay, let's Naturalist. We can Naturalist and Incarnation. That'll work. So play this. Play Incarnation. Hit you for 3. Opponent down to 13. Sack the Naturalist. Now we can get, you know, let's just get Risen Reef. Risen Reef, draw cards, draw cards. Did we talk about Ancient Silver Dragon? Wait, is Ancient Silver Dragon the blue one? Ah, that card, it's so much card draw. That's one of the cards that I cannot wait to play. Oh my god, another Nicole Bolas. The Haymakers keep coming. Opponent takes up. We will get rid of the Golem. Opponent. Well, we got another Fry. We keep drawing these Fries. And it's keeping us kind of in this ridiculous game. Yeah, Ancient Silver Dragon. Oh, we got new cards. We got new cards. They're commons, but they are cards. All right, opponent kills our Dork, passes. Yarok. That's a good one. Well, okay, fry away Nicole Bolas. Play Yarok. Oh, that's right. We don't have black mana, so don't play Yarok. Play Yarion. Blink the Omen. What does our opponent have in hand? They keep hovering over this treasure like they're going to do something with it. Fatal Push, maybe? All right, get it back. Get it back. Touch the Spirit Realms will keep. Sack the Omen. Get another Risen Reef. If we just keep getting Risen Reefs, eventually our opponent's going to stop drawing ways to deal with Risen Reefs. Sooner or later, get the land. I mean, we're grinding through this deck. It is kind of technically working. I kind of want to build a mono blue dragon deck in Commander. There's so many mono blue mythics now. Mono blue dragon sounds sweet. It is neat that Ugh, so much life. It is neat that we keep seeing supportive things in different colors that we haven't seen before. Opponent. Oh, okay, Yarion. Well, it's time. The time. Oh, it's not time. We still don't have black mana. All right, just kidding. We're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Jukai Naturalist. Go to combat. Hit you for 1. Sack the Naturalist. I just want to play our Yarok. That's it. That's all I want, Magic Gods. Get the Risen Reef. Draw some cards. Have you tried playing a Blue Moon package since Modern Horizons 2? I've been playing basically Blue Red Murktide with Ledger Shredder and 3 main deck Blood Moons, no Rockavons with a lot of success. Ooh. So I played a bunch of Blood Moons. I have not actually tried Blue Moon though. That does sound sweet. That sounds like it could be pretty good. I like it. I like the idea. Okay, opponent gets down the Kenrith. Celestia Festival looks good, Corneus. Storm of the Festival is a good... Wow, Eliwick. Eliwick's spicy. The sub-theme of venturing into dungeons. How has that worked out? I don't know if I've ever actually seen an Eliwick in play. Opponent passes. Well, Omen of the Sea. More Risen Reefs. We need more Risen Reefs. You should do a budget magic for the Teamer Mill deck. There's only 20 rares, including Mana Base and Sideboard. Turn the Galvanic Iteration into Dual Strikes. Teach by example to remove rares from the sideboard. It's functional with 12 rares only. Yeah, that deck does look sweet. I think that could be a good budget magic archetype. And it's like janky and fun. The Mana Base is so ridiculous. Yeah, you're right. We can steal back our Kenrith. Is that better than Blinking Risen Reefs? I guess we'll find out. I mean, I think we're actually in good shape here, though. Apparently, we can outgrind Grixis Control. Actually, don't really want either of these. Bottom. Mystical Dispute's fine. Yeah, pass the turn. Get a Risen Reef. Keep doing it. I get it again. Risen Reef, number 4. I mean, opponents paying 4 to draw a card with Kenrith. We're just doing it all for free. Sack it. Actually, let's get a Glass Pool this time and copy a Risen Reef. Keep one of the real ones in our deck. 3 Risen Reef triggers. If we ever get to this Yarok, land. Black mana, please. Okay, another Temple Garden. Okay, not. We have like 20 lands, but none of them make black mana. That's fine, though. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could draw the fires and then just sack it. We would have to sack it. I want to leave up the counter, I think. Although our opponent is getting a lot of mana. Maybe so much mana that it isn't really relevant. Wow, draws a card. Sure. No, there are black lands. Oh. Yeah, tap them out. And then... yeah, we're going to take our Kenrith back. Touch of Spirit Realm's so good. Yes. Opponent takes our Yarok. All right, now we got to kill him. Now it's on. Opponent... oh, actually, no, this is... oh, we still don't have black mana. We have things that make black mana, though. We have things that make our lands tap for mana of any color. So even though there's not a lot of black lands, there we go. Urban Utopia. That makes black mana. Play it on a white source. Yes. Yasharn. Kenrith. Yarok. Get it back. Risen Reef. Times a million. Draw the deck. Yes. Fires. Oh, that's so good. Another Incarnation. Okay. I think we might be in good shape here. Deputy. There's the Mirror March. Well, haste him up. An opponent scoops it up. We finally got the Yarok. It took some work. It took some grinding, but we finally got the Yarok. Oh, well, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. It's sweet to see it actually go off. Risen Reef is such a good card. All right, what are these new cards? Random common. Genesee Enforcers. 2-mana 1/3 with Myriad. And you can pay 2 to give creatures you control named Genesee Enforcers +1/+0 until end of turn. Why, Wizards? Why? I mean, I guess it's fine. You Myriad, you get to pump the Myriad copies. So it does kind of scale to multiplayer. One of the weird parts of this set is, yeah, Kenrith saved the day. One of the weird parts of the set is the necessity to make draft cards. In cards like this, when you think of a commander deck, I can't think of any commander deck that would actually want to play this. Not elementals, not shaman, not myriad. You name it, you're not going to play it. But you need cards to fill out archetypes in drafts. So I mean, I guess those cards just need to exist. What is this card? 2-mana instant. Exile target creature, then roll a d20. 1-9. That creature's controller creates a 4/4 ox. 10-19 creates a 2/2 bear. 20 creates a 0/1 white goat token. I mean, that's just bad swords, right? Just bad swords. I think it's just bad swords. It is. I wish it hit a permanent. If this should say non-land permanent, or actually just any permanent. It's a commander set. We got Generous Gift in white. 3 mana, blow up a permanent. They get a 3/3. I feel like this could at least say non-land permanent, and then I might be a little excited for it. But only hitting creatures, not very exciting. Hammers of Mordian. So much Myriad. Whenever it attacks for each opponent, tap up to 1 target creature that player controls. How good do you think Ancient Copper Dragon is? Do you think Ancient Copper Dragon's actually good? So you hit your opponent, 6 mana, 6/5. When it deals combat damage, I mean, there's variance, but you probably make 10 mana on average. That seems fine. Red's a color where you can haste it in. That makes it more exciting that you can haste it in. I think that might be the best part of it. What about Balor? Honestly, when I first read Balor and looked at it, I thought it was a dragon. This is one of the most dragony demons I think I've ever seen. 5 mana, 5/5. When it attacks or dies, one person, well, that's an opponent, draws 3 cards, and then, oops. For some reason, I thought that you could target yourself with that one. Target opponent draws 3 cards and discards 3 at random. Target opponent sacks a non-token artifact. Deals damage equal to the number of cards in their hand. Balor seems pretty good. Those are 3 good triggers. I play in a demon deck. If I was playing Demon Tribal or playing Ishin, I feel like there's been a lot of cards that are good in Ishin in this set. Will's a really sweet dice rolling card. I will say, now we've seen all of it. We didn't have all these. We did not have all these last stream. I need your help, chat. I need you to talk me out of being disappointed in backgrounds. We have them all. I believe that they're all spoiled. I thought they were all supposed to be spoiled by now, at least. If one shows up later, my apologies, but I believe we have all the backgrounds. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the backgrounds. What am I missing? So I feel like, well, we don't have the whole set, but I believe we have all the backgrounds. They were supposed to spoil all the backgrounds in the first week of spoiler season. I like the flavor. I'm not a D&D player, but I feel like the flavor's really sweet. The flavor seems to nail what I know of D&D at least, which is you're basically choosing the background of your D&D character. So I think that the flavor is A+. Nailed it with the flavor. As far as playability, Do you think people are going to build decks around them? I guess that's really the question. Like, do you think we're going to see? I know that people will in limited, and I know that people will for the next month. But like a year from now, 2 years from now, do you think there'll be people that have background decks? Like, will that be an actual thing? Or do you think this is like a, all right, you know, it's different, it's new, we'll do it for Commander Legends, you know, why the set's new. The 10-10 one is probably the most powerful, I would say. I think that Shameless Charlatan is definitely interesting. Being able to turn your commander, it does something that's relatively unique. Like giving any of your commanders that ability, I think is pretty sweet. How do backgrounds work? So essentially backgrounds, we should pull up Scryfall one more time. So essentially, it's like Partner, essentially. There's a list of 28 legends that have choose a background in their text. So if you play any of those legends, like let's say you play, I don't even know, Volo, it says choose a background amidst a lot of other stuff. Then you can choose any of these backgrounds and make them your partner commander, essentially. So if you want to play Volo and be Azorius, you could choose Noble Heritage. If you want to be Is It Volo, you could take whatever, a Dragon Cultist. So you can choose whichever of those and essentially turn your one color choose a background commander into a 2-color, and the flavor is really cool. You're essentially mono white, you know what, let's draw here. This is fine, I think. So you're essentially doing the D&D thing where you have a character, you're Volo, that's your character, and you're going to choose, you know, what Volo is. What's the character? Is he from noble heritage? Was he raised by giants? Whatever you want. Like, you get to choose. Does he have a criminal past? Is he a dragon cultist? So I think the flavor is really, really cool. Awesome, dude! For this 68th month. Good Lord, that is amazing. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you. Thank you. Would have liked to try to draw a card there, but I think we just Gaida snowball so hard. We got to get rid of Giada. So there is a version of this coming to Arena. Ugh, all right. Dig for lands. There is a version coming to Arena. Yeah, I think we go bottom with Risen Reef for now. Untap land. Spirited Companion. We don't know exactly how much of it will be in... how much of the paper set will be in Arena. We know it's an alchemy set, so there's going to be some of the actual cards from Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate. There's going to be some alchemy cards and some remix version of cards. Yeah, I think so. Pre-release is the weekend of Command Fest Richmond, so two weekends from now, the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and then I believe that the following week we get the Arena launch. Still have not gotten confirmation that it's coming to Magic Online, which makes me a tiny bit nervous. Oh, this is going to make our opponent a little bit sad, I think. Enigmatic Incarnation, pass the turn. We will sack a Spirited Companion. Good boy. We will get a Deputy of Detention. Sorry, Team Resplendent Angel X2. Pass the turn. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. How about making some doppelgangers? All right, Righteous Valkyrie. And land. Well, play Naturalist. Play Fable and Mirror Breaker. Pass the turn. Sack the Omen. Get a Skyclave. Get rid of Righteous Valkyrie. Grixis Doppelganger. Ooh. What is the Doppelganger plan? Shamblecast Bloodthirsty Adversary. I mean, it looks like a sweet Grixis tempo deck. I like the one of Fun of Luxor. Luxor is just such a unique card. I really love Luxor. Maybe we just keep all these. Yeah, let's just keep them. Urban and opponent. Done, diddly done. Does Arena have any partner commanders? Will backgrounds be their first trip into the space on Arena? There are no partners on Arena that I'm aware of. Ooh, let me see, young Corgi. There's no partners on Arena that I can think of. So I think this will be the first dipping of the toes into the partner water, which I think one thing I will say about this set is it's going to be great for Historic Brawl. I mean, that's legit exciting. Assuming they bring this mechanic, which they have to, right? How do you leave the key mechanic out of it? So it's going to be really sweet for Historic Brawl. And I know players love Historic Brawl. It's not a format I've really gotten into myself much, but I know a lot of people really like it. And I think this set's going to be great for that. What do you think, Chad? I've been waiting till we see this set to bring it up. Cole Chelder, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 67th month. Good Lord, that's a long time. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. So here's the question. We're getting this set on Arena. The problem is, outside of Limited, and we can definitely do a draft at some point, outside of Limited, the set is only legal in Alchemy and Historic. How do we handle this over the summer? We haven't played Alchemy in quite a while. We haven't really played much Historic in a while either. What do we do over the summer? Like, where would you prefer to check out these cards? Or do you say just kind of skip it? Where are you at with those formats? What are we doing here? All right, let's go down the Omen of the Forge. Sky. Gotta cut something. The Mirror March is probably the correct cut, but we're not gonna do it. Can't pass up the sweetness. Renegade Rallier. Spirited Companion. Portable. Run it like that. Who kind of man those formats? Yeah, I'm kind of man on it too. I keep wondering, do you remember when we first got the crossover products, how much people hated it with Walking Dead? And then things kind of got, Wizard improved them by making Magic versions and did some stuff that made people happier with it. I wonder, do you think that'll ever happen with Alchemy? I keep wondering if that'll ever happen. If there'll ever be a time when people just like begrudgingly accept it rather than outright hate it, which seems to be what happened. Like, I see people now legit excited. And I also wonder how much of it's just people being biased, maybe hypocritical. I also wonder how much of it's the property. And it's like, oh, well, we kind of like Warhammer, or we kind of like Street Fighter, so we're okay with these ones, but we don't really like Walking Dead, so we're not okay with those ones. So I wonder if that plays into it all either, but yeah, the economy's the big sticking point. Bishop of Wings. Well, let's Omen of the Sea. Double land. Well, at least it's not an angel. I think let's keep one land. Oh, yeah, let's keep one land. Oh, Magikarp. I don't think we'll switch. Probably won't switch deck today, but I will see if we can play your deck at some point. I will see what I can do. Well, yeah, let's just get rid of the Giada. Giada is so frightening when it sits out on the battlefield. So, Angel, out of here. Do you think that the current hey Seth, do you think that the current economic situation, at least in the US, will hit sales of the new Okay. The battle's on. Well, we need to keep killing things, that's for sure. Enigmatic Incarnation. Sack the Omen of the Sea. Skyclave Apparition. Get rid of Giada. It will not survive. Do you think that the current economic situation, at least in the US, will hit the sales of the new set with the cost of necessities increasing, spending on entertainment and luxury has plummeted, Target sales dropped 52%, citing everyone stopped buying non-grocery items, WotC keeps upping the price of cards, where is the tipping point before their sales drop? I mean, that seems possible, right? Like, I mean, I guess the question is, Are people actually addicted to Magic? Is that where we're at? Like, is it really cardboard crack? And is this something that just withstands whatever economic people have because it's something that makes you happy or feel safe, whatever? Is there some reason people are going to keep buying it? Because intuitively you would think yes. Like, if people need to spend money on necessities because whatever, housing, gas, food, all that stuff costs a lot, it seems like that would mean less money going to Magic cards. But at the same time, somehow every quarter is better than the last for Wizards. So that makes me also wonder if somehow Magic's different in a way that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Now, let's keep shocking ourselves. We didn't need to shock ourselves. I forgot we're getting the Jukai Naturalist discount. That's a really good question, though. What do y'all think? Do you think there's a chance we see sales go down because of economic stuff? I mean, so here's another data point. When we had the pandemic stuff, and everyone was going through the first lockdowns and stuff like that, the start of the pandemic, Magic sales actually were very strong, because I was wondering that during that time too, like, wow, if a lot of people are out of jobs and we got all this uncertainty going on, I guess we did also end up with a lot of people ended up getting, stimulus money and stuff like that, which probably helped. But I mean, if people are legit addicted, they're probably still going to spend money on Magic. I think that's sadly how addiction works. Well, keep on eating Valkyries. What do you think about Miriam Sentinel Worm? I think its design is fantastic, but I wish it was a demon and made demon tokens instead of dragons. Kind of boring at this point. I mean, I do like it. I do actually really like it. For me, it's one of the most interesting dragon commanders. I love the play style of it. Now, let's use Shard. Get a couple lands. I'm feeling like we're in pretty good shape here, although we are running out of good things to sacrifice. Yeah, let's sack Fable the Mirror Breaker. Gotta be something we can get. Oh my... famous last words. Hey, what's up, G Minshile? How are you? Good to see you. I'm doing well. How are you doing? I mean, Magic has went up for so long, but it is, you know what else has went up for so long is all the stock market stuff. If you actually look at the data, it's like, oh, it's been going up since 2009 or whatever, years after years after years. And I think we get lulled into this sense of it's just always going to keep going the same way. And maybe Magic is the same. Redane A. Maybe Magic's the same, that we all just think, oh, it's been doing so well for so long that it's always going to do so well. And I guess sometime, sooner or later, it probably won't do as well. Like, there has to be a quarter eventually, right, where rather than going up, the profits go down. And maybe this is the one with all the economic uncertainty. Well, I think we gotta get rid of the Valkyrie. Touch of the Spirit Realms is such a good card. We've used it as removal. We've used it as blink. It's been good in all those ways. It's just a really, really good card. Go to combat. Smack you with your Shard. And yeah, let's take this Yarion. Yeah, we can't sack that. Pass the turn. Magic will die eventually. No game stays on top forever. Well, I don't think Magic's gonna... I mean, I guess everything. The world is gonna come to an end eventually. There will be a time, when none of this will exist. So in that sense, yes. But I don't think Magic is close to dying. But I do think that it's possible, like... I don't know, with all the inflation, everything that's going on, at least here in the US, like... Maybe there's a time where people just don't spend as much money. So rather than profits increasing, for every single quarter, profits go down for a quarter. Like, I could see something like that happening. Or eventually, like, when was the last bad set Wizards made? When was the last real dud? I was thinking about that the other day. Because if you go back in Magic's history, you got, like, Fallen Empires and in Homelands. You got Dragon's Mage. You got, I think, Ixalan. Maybe Ixalan's the most recent dud. But it seems like it's AFR. Didn't they say the AFR was like one of the best selling sets though? Delphi Guru, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Like, I would kind of think of AFR as being a dud, but at the same time, maybe they sold a ton of it and made a ton of money off of it because of D&D fans. Like, maybe it wasn't for us. I know that's kind of a played out statement that this set's not for you. But when it comes to these crossover style products like Adventures in the Forgotten Realm stuff, D&D stuff, I think it is possible that some of that's kind of not for us. Like, it's got to be at least somewhat for us. But at the same time, it's got to be somewhat for us because we're the core of Magic's base. But I think maybe the main audience is D&D players or whatever. Battle for Zendikar. I could see Battle for Zendikar being the last dud. OG Kamigawa was... The funny thing is, new Kamigawa, I think, is one of the... What's the other side of that coin? What's the best set in recent years? I think there's a very realistic chance that it's Kamigawa. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. I can't think of another set that was that widely loved by everyone. Usually there's some people that like a set, there's other people that don't like the set, and it's fine, and you end up in the middle. I feel like Kamigawa Neon Dynasty was just really universally beloved. It really feels to me that everyone just loved it. Everyone loved it. Doesn't matter where you're at in Magic, doesn't matter any of that stuff. It's just a set that was really for everyone. And that doesn't happen very often. You know what? Let's do this way. Let's play that. Get the Yarion. Pass the turn. I really think it will come back to Wizards realizing that entertainment is not an infinite growth generator, but a steady, predictable stream of income. Treat it like a breadbasket. I mean, that would be ideal. I think that's what a lot of players would prefer. Okami for the 10th month. Happy 10 months to you as well. Modern Tomorrow Night. Excuse me. Thinking of jamming Esper humans. Any spicy suggestions? Do you have a list that's easily accessible? I don't know what you're already playing. I like Extraction. Is it Extraction Specialist? The new Streets of New Capenna one? I think that's a card I would consider playing as a one of in some builds. Hostage Taker could be a good option. You don't really want to Ether Vial up to 4, but could still be a good option. Are we just gonna get countered? Probably. Do we care? You know what? Let's just go for it. Fires. Wow, okay. In that case, Enigmatic Incarnation? Wow, okay, no counters. Grow Spiral. No land. Sack the Omen. Well, here we go. Get a Renegade Rallier. Get back the Omen. Set up for next turn. Oh, lands to the bottom. We do not want those. It does seem like Wizard strategy has become increasingly focused. Should I buy a Banjo? Yes. The answer to that question is always yes. Should I buy a Banjo? Yes. I should also buy a Banjo. I think we all should. The world would be a better place if everyone asked that question and learned to play Banjo, I think. About it. Cracks her fabled passage. Oh, you got a music question? Give it to me, Magikarp. Wow, so many lands. Golly. Well. Oh, we get to do everything. That's right. We have this fires going. All right, crack this. Do I know how to play the Banjo? Actually not really. Although it's similar enough to guitar that I think I could probably be somewhat functional, but no, I'm not an actual banjo player. Although I would like to. I would like to actually learn. I think banjo's a cool instrument. Plus, I've been listening to weird, like bluegrass and acoustic punk stuff lately. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I wanna learn to play a jug and play the blowing a jug. Do the what's the scrapey thing? Ooh, Blood Moon guitar. Yes, I will. Oh, I have to get it. I don't have it in my office at the moment. I'll try to have it here for next stream. Let's Yarion. Blink, blink. Blink. I don't think we... I forgot. I lost track of how many spells we played, so we're going to blink it to be safe. I don't think we needed to blink the fires, but we do need to get rid of that. And now we get our stuff back. And now we draw cards. We rally back a land. Wow, that's so many lands. So many lands in a row. Into a portable hole. Sack the Omen. Glasspool Mimic. On the Rallier. Get back the Omen. Oh my, 2 more lands. This is getting absurd. Okay, Skyclave Apparition. Technically not a land. Pass the turn. Washboard. Yes, the scrapey thing. The scrapey thing, probably better known as washboard. How about it? That's funny. The happiest and unhappiest people I know play the banjo. I thought everyone who played banjo would be happy. How can you not with that beautiful twangy strings, opponent? Obnath gains life. All right, we're gonna unfortunately shuffle all those lands back into our deck. Better have a basic 1. Cycle of Triome. Can we find some non-land action? We do have quite a few lands, so I guess we can't complain too much. Okay, so 2 spells. One's got to be Skyclave because we got to get rid of the Zomnath. Number 2, I guess, can be Risen Reef this turn. Yeah, let's Risen Reef. Okay, get the land out of the way. Get the land out of the way. Oh, what was your music question, Magikarp? Go to combat. Smack ya. About it down to 11. Land. I guess we just keep doing the same thing. Like, just keep cloning this run. Well, actually, with a Risen Reef out, 2 Risen Reefs is probably better. Oh my god, that's Mirror March. Oh, we've only got Mirror March down once, and we lost so many die rolls, but I'm still hyped about it. Oh, okay, I'll look for a Magikarp. It's your birthday! The Maul the Guitarist, happy birthday! All right, chat. We need to sing. I'll count you down. 1, 2, 3. We need a birthday tradition. What would be a good birthday tradition for people who have a birthday? There's got to be something cool we could do. We need more good community traditions. Maul the Guitarist, it does, doesn't it? Birthday emotes, yeah, birthday emotes are pretty good. Those are pretty good. Oh, I didn't even think, is happy birthday copywritten? That is absurd, but that's actually probably true. All right, Mirror March. Here we go. Spirited Companion. Come on, Magic Gods. Give us a pile of dogs. You can do it. How many do we get? All right, Yasharn. We've lost 5 coin flips in a row, I swear. I'm not even joking. Do we win if we attack with everything? The opponent takes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, if they have removal, we get pretty blown out. All right, we got to do it, though. We got to go for it. Because they could untap and just play Ugin. If they do that, we're kind of wrecked. But do they know their Cavalier has reach? That's a real question. Okay. All right. Well, we're definitely not winning this turn. Opponent blocks. All right, opponent does know their Cavalier has reach. Unfortunate. Sneaky reach. Not sneaky enough, though, because our opponent, they figured it out. So opponent goes to 3. Now playing the land. All right, one of these times we're going to win a coin flip. It's got to happen. It really does. Okay, Risen Reef. Come on, Mirror March. For once, can we win a coin flip? All right, another incarnation. Get the land out of the way. Okay, there we go. That's a coin flip. We finally won one. We're 1 out of 10 or something. Our luck is incredibly bad. Opponent. No Ugins. Please, no Ugins. We'll accept basically anything except Ugin here. Ugin would be a blowout. We can get rid of Yasharn, I think. Opponent. Well, I'm mostly worried about our opponent having some sort of sweeper. Yeah, like that, for example. Although these are elementals. Okay. That's better than it would have been. The Risen Reef survive. Opponent. We lose a Risen Reef. I'll cycle this. We kind of need a way to get rid of our fires, really. That's kind of the issue here. So we can stack the fires on our end step. Yeah, the Risen Reefs ended up living. Somehow, some way. Opponent's at 3. If we win coin flips, we win it live. You know what? We got to go for it. Tolzamir. Come on. Give us some friends. Kill the Lotus Cobra. Oh, now that we got some legends. Now that we got legends, we win flips. Oh, and we have... Oh, that did nothing. That was the worst idea. Okay. How about a Juki Naturalist? How do we feel about that? Can we win a flip now? No. All right. Well, unfortunate. Pass the turn. No attacks. I know we could have played Portable. So... sack the fires. You know what sounds fun is Yarion. That just sounds fun. I don't think this is the most competitive option, but it sounds hilarious. With the Mirror March out. All right, we get a bunch of Yarions. Doesn't really matter. Exile everything. Okay. Okay, we got a plan. I mean, this is just going to be so sweet with Mirror March. It's all going to come back into play on our opponent's end step. And if we ever got a bit of luck, we're going to go off. We're going to get to flip so many coins. We need to crack some. That's what we're missing. Opponent Yasharn, sure. We're going to crack some away. Can you just find a deck that is only coin flip cards and we have a solid 501 stream? I mean, we've played some coin flip decks in the past. We usually are really bad at winning our coin flips, but some of the decks are sweet. I think that's because Crim stole all my coin flip luck. That one Commander Clash opponent. Emblems. All right. Here they come. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Sure. Are we... I don't know what happens here. Fight a Risen Reef. Step 1. How many cards are in our deck? Are we milling out? Or we're definitely not milling out. All right, get the land. Get the land. Here comes the coin flips. All right, Mirror March. Gives us some more Yarions. We'll keep the real one. Yeah, no exiling. Oh! 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 Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Maybe we are dying. Wow, that's a lot. We finally are winning. We're getting all of our coin flip luck at once. Yes! Okay, okay. That's it's a lot of Pipey McGee's over there, and a lot of Risen Reeves. And a lot of lands. Okay, we lost that one. That's fine. That was a turn. No exiling. And then I guess we kill that. And that should do it. That should do it. That should do it in a pretty spectacular way. Sorry if I already discussed this before, but how do you feel about the gap between Explorer and Pioneer right now? I hope it closes quickly. I've really been enjoying Explorer. So I really enjoy both formats. That's, oh, we should have probably played something just to roll dice, I guess. Maybe that's disrespectful. All right, we'll get in there. Yeah, opponent actually played it out. We actually went off with Mirror March. So I hope that the gap closes quickly. I enjoy both formats a lot. I actually don't know which one I enjoy more. The upside of Explorer is we don't have to deal with a couple of combo decks that are pretty annoying. Like, honestly, I know we need to... Oh, let me see the Blue Moon deck. Young Corgi. I keep forgetting about it. Ooh. Yeah, that looks super strong. I mean, Murktide, Ledger Shredder, Dragon Rage Channeler. It's a good creature core. And then Blood Moon, I think, is still in a really, really well-positioned spot in Modern right now. I like it. I could see that being very good. That looks great. So I like that I don't have to play against those combo decks, but then there's also cards or decks that I miss when I play Explorer that I'm like, oh, I kind of miss, like, seeing spirits, or miss, you know, whatever. I really want Nykthos. Nykthos is, I think, the #1 card that I want them to add in the near future. That opens up, like, Nykthos, just adding Nykthos, just Nykthos, that opens up so many possibilities. We get every single color of Devotion, which is actually every single color of Devotion is pretty competitive in Pioneer. We've seen mono green be great. We've seen mono white be really good. We've seen mono black on occasion. We've seen mono red and mono blue, not often, but sometimes. So just getting Nykthos, all of a sudden we have 5 new decks entering the format. What about the new Gates Nykthos? The only problem with that is it doesn't exist in any non-legacy format. Well, outside of Commander, of course, but it's not something we get in Pioneer. What do you think of the idea that they should add sets like Commander Legends to we might need a sweeper to Modern? What do you think of that idea? I almost think that we should just add it to Modern. If we're getting Modern Horizon sets that are so powerful and those cards just kind of end up being everywhere and dominating the format, what is the harm of adding less powerful Commander Legends style sets? That sounds fine. Well, I mean, if something's broken, like Hull Breacher, which I think was, at this point, just a mistake everywhere, right? Or banned in basically every format. I don't know if that would, for me, would be a vote against. A vote against adding those cards to Modern, or a vote against Wizards designing cards like Hull Breacher to begin with. I don't know. Do you think it would be? You think it would be a negative? Arum Fingal 3K for the 22nd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, let's just... Yeah, play the tap land. Pass the turn. Next turn we can potentially Fire's Incarnation. Things a negative. I like that we'd have more cards to play with. Maybe I'm... Oh, that actually shuts us down, doesn't it? Yasharn, the hate card. Maybe I'm biased because of Commander Legends 2. Just like looking through the Commander Legends 2 set list, it seems really safe to me. Like, if you just dump these cards into Modern, would any of them even see play in... Like, what's a card that would see play in competitive decks? There's some stuff that I think, like, it would be cool to try to build around. Like, Horn of Valhalla, I don't think it's very, like... Is that even good enough? Probably not, but you could see an argument in some sort of like token equipment hybrid. Maybe you could try to do something cool with it, but I don't think it's gonna break the format. I think the gates would be super exciting. Like that would, because gates are so bad that I think it would be okay just because currently gates are pretty powered down. How does this work? This is... Players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. Oh, does this actually work? Apparently it does. Well, that's good. Is that a bug? Is that a bug, or is it because it's a triggered ability, it gets around it? I'm actually not... I guess it just triggers anyway, so we're good. I was thinking it was going to stop us from doing what we need to do, but apparently it works anyway because it just triggers. All right, that works. Well, now we get to keep doing fun things. When it gets in, hits us, we'll take it. Cavalier Thorns, good card. Does some ramping. Well, we're gonna have to get bodies on the battlefield. Opponent's going big. Big. So many lands. So we can get Yarion, we can play Yarion. It doesn't do a ton. Yarion, Fable the Mirrorbreaker, Naturalist. Well, we probably need this Fable the Mirrorbreaker. Yeah, let's Fable the Mirrorbreaker. Actually, maybe that is worth it. And then we can get Yarion. Play a land. Play Yarion. Blank. Naturalist. Get back our stuff. And then, ooh, Touch of the Spirit Realms is nice. Sacrifice. What if they have a sweeper? How much trouble are we in? Yeah, all right, let's just Risen Reef draw cards. That's all. You never go wrong with drawing cards and getting lands with Risen Reef. Opponents. Getting in. Well, block. Oh, so opponent's gonna Wrath. All right, block and block. And I guess block. And you know what? Block. Block, 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 block. So are you gonna pick up the Warhammer decks? Actually, I guess a better question. We have such a crazy release schedule. So Commander Legends coming out in like a couple of weeks. Double Masters like a month-ish after that, and then Warhammer a month after that, and then Dominaria the month after that. Omnath. Why do they not have a Wrath? Oh, they have a fetch land, so they're gonna get down Chandra. All right, so that's kind of like last game. That is a blowout. Omnath is pretty busted. Chandra. Oh, wow, just kills a Yarion. That's greedy. That is super greedy. Well, discard, discard, draw, draw. Because this means we get to Touch of the Spirit Realms. Get rid of Omnath. Kill Chandra.
Fizzled out.
Incarnation. Sack. Get a Risen Reef. And then sack to get... I don't even know. Maybe just more Risen Reefs? Maybe we just keep drawing. I was thinking about tutoring up our... we could get Yarok. Alright, we'll just get a Risen Reef. We'll just get a Risen Reef. Risen Reef number 3. I mean, we're kind of elementaling our opponent's elemental deck. And we're getting super far ahead on mana because we've hit so many lands. Yeah. Well, mana for days. Here we go, opponent. Do your best. Do you think that Spell Snare is good main deck in Modern right now? So I'd have to look through a little more closer. Ooh, that's sweet. Titan of Industry. So I'd have to look a little bit more closer at some of the metagame stuff just to kind of see. I'm leaning towards no, but that doesn't mean that I couldn't be wrong. I think if it was, it would probably be like a one-of type thing. Mo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Do you have any recommendations for ska bands? Oh my goodness, it's been so long since I listened to ska. The one. So I'm probably the worst person to ask about ska, honestly. I definitely remember. I mean, there's been times where Spell Snare has been very good, but I'm not sure this is one of them. One I remember was Five Iron Frenzy. I know that because when I was living in Denver, some of the people in that band were in another band that I really liked, but I don't know if Five Iron Frenzy actually made good music. I know the other band, I like their music. What are like something Jake? What's the Jake one? Yeah, ska is not my expertise. I've definitely like been to some random ska shows with friends and stuff, but you know, a long time ago. But ska's not really my main genre by any stretch. Real Big Fish. Okay, less than Jake is No Doubt. I know No Doubt, of course, but are they actually a ska band? I hadn't really thought of that. How do we get rid of this Titan of Industry? Well, attack treasure. Okay. Hit the Rhino. Tulsa Mirror. Bite the Rhino. Play the land. We're running out of stuff to sack. We can sack the fires. We don't really need that anymore. I mean, how many cards in our deck? 49. I think we can draw a few cards. Get a Yarok. Yes, trigger Risen Reef. Just a few times. Just a few. So good. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, we can get the Cavalier next. So we can Yarok, and then we can Cavalier, and then we get to draw all the cards, and we get to get rid of the Titan of Industry. And that should do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Sack it, Cavalier. Get a million triggers. Blow up the Titan of Industry. What a turn! What a turn. Oh, we get to do it twice, too. Well, blow up a treasure, then. And I mean, we're so close to winning. Tool Sky? No. Wait, do I even know what Sky is? Wait, all those mans are Sky? Apparently I don't know what Sky is. Real Big Fish. Like, I knew Real Big Fish. I have no dad. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. I've never really gotten into Tool. I know that they're very respected as a metal band, and I've heard some of their songs, and they're fine. Metal's not like one of my favorite genres, but they're decent. But it's never been a band I've really fallen down the rabbit hole and gotten way into. All right, just die, opponent. Don't sweep our board. Don't sweep our board. Just accept it. Come on now. All right, opponent has Farewell in their elemental deck. Sure. And Fable the Mirror Breaker. Opponent's at 26 points of life, eh? Well, play Kenrith. Play Skyclave. Urban Utopia. Land. Spirited Companion. The problem is we've gotten... Where are we? 2 attacks. 1. All right, let's haste it. The problem is we've drawn most of our good cards, which might be a problem. Get in with the Kenrith. Opponent goes 21. Pass the turn. Can we close it out? Opponent taps. Well, I'm a little worried about the amount of rest that our opponent has. So we're trying to apply pressure, but also not completely empty our hand. In case we're left having to try to rebuild again. Since apparently our opponent's playing things like Farewell, so it would have been more efficient to run out the Naturalist, but oh boy, so this is a weird deck. I don't know why do you need Expressive Iteration in your Risen Reef deck? Maybe I guess it's just a busted card, but it seems a little bit unnecessary. I love drawing cards, and even for me, that might be too much. Opponent. Oh, come on now. You really, after all that, swung into another one? All right, sure. You do you, opponent. Gets in, makes a treasure. Land. Shatter the Sky. Opponent is playing one of the weirder decks I think I've ever seen. I do not know what they're doing. Yeah. Well, there's an Enigmatic Incarnation. Opponent wrasts our board again. Excessive iteration indeed. And we got 5 minutes on our clock. Oh, we gotta, how are we possibly that low on time? That doesn't make any sense. Opponent passes. Well, all right, Omen of the Sea. Bottom. Well, Naturalist. Incarnation. Cycle the Triome. Do we even have anything left in our deck? That's the real question. Yeah. Pass the turn, sack the Omen. You know what? We gotta go for it. We gotta go for it. There's only one way this ends, and that's with a Mirror March. Okay? We got a plan. We got a plan. I think that's a problem. We do so much chatting that we end up almost timing out. But that's okay. Mirror March will save us. Mirror March has got us. Omnath. So opponent's elementaling off. Draws a card. Expressive iteration. You know what? Let's get rid of that Omnath. Okay. Luck of the draw. Luck of the Magic gods. Can we spin it to win it with a Mirror March and close out this game? Opponent draws cards, plays the tap land. Passes. Well, Mirror March. Glasspool Mimic. Copy Moonblast Cleric. Come on. Let's just win like 20 flips. Put this game away. I guess Omen? We don't really want any of those, but... Okay. Well, play the land. So now opponent's ahead in cards. And they have a Risen Reef. Go attacking. I think we're gonna lose. It is Crim's fault, isn't it? I knew something was going on. Square Wave Faults, welcome to the visual. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. All right, we need some luck. Sag the Naturalist. Risen Reef. Draw Deputy of Detention. Win no flips, of course. Pass the turn. Well, that was a bummer. Oh, Titan of Industry. Opponent hates fun. Blows up our... Well, I better not blow up the Mirror March. It doesn't do anything anyway. Our luck is so incredibly bad. Our literal coin flip luck is so bad. Opponent, Risen Reef. Do we have a way to win anymore? I don't know. I guess we'll see. The clock is definitely becoming a concern. Wow, they actually blow up the Mirror March. The clock is definitely becoming a concern. All of our opponents' random sweepers are proving to be pretty effective. Oddly. All right. Opponent passes. We draw lands. Not great. Depopulate. Blow up the board. Cycle a Triome. Even more lands. Fires. Land. Do we have all of our lands on the battlefield? That is a ridiculous amount of lands. I'll pass the turn. Sack the fires. Opponent grows spirals. Mirror March on the top of the deck. Oh, the Mirror March got Titan of Industry. Yeah, I think that's how it ends. Only, wow, what a horrible, horrible bottom of our deck here. I guess we've tutored out a lot of creatures, but there's no way. The only creature left is one Jukai Naturalist and one Yashard. And we got 2 minutes on the clock, so yeah. Well, interesting. Interesting. I don't think it's possible we can win in this amount of time, but we're going to run it back. Oh, yeah, we got nothing left. Why is our opponent's deck playing so many sweepers when they're a creature deck? I'm confused at the theory of our opponent's deck. What is our opponent's deck trying to do? Lord of Mos. Oh, we're definitely going to time. We're definitely timing out this one. We're going to have to get so lucky. Welcome to the Visual. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you. Thank you. Thank you. But, yeah, what do you think about the Raz? Is our opponent a control deck? The Raz are really weird for a non-control deck. I mean, I got by literal white weenie playing a ton of 1-drops that randomly just had Farewell in it in Standard. So, I mean, I guess maybe it is a surprise value. All right, go Risen Reefs, I guess. Boom, land, go. Opponent plays a tap land. Crack this. 1 minute 51. We're going to give it our best shot. Grab a forest. Oh, that's not a land. We had all the lands last game. About it. Yeah, you could play Scarab God in the deck. Oh, geez. This is a nightmare. Oh, no. Opponent grow. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, this is the last thing we need. We got no time on the clock. Do I like... Oh, my God. Anchovies are the lowest tier food of all time. The worst. Quite literally the worst. That's a tap. Well, I mean, I guess we weren't going to win because of clock anyway, so probably the best time to get mana screwed. New black removal spell. All right, we get one more card to look at. One more card. Ooh, actually, a couple more cards. All right, I think we're officially just dead here. Minute 30. Opponent's at 22. We're at 16. We're missing land drops. We got nothing going on. Opponent's playing Farewell in their tribal creature deck. We miss on lands again. All right, close enough. Well, what did we learn about this deck? And the deck felt pretty good overall. We ended up losing that last one, but we went 3-2 with the deck. And even that last one, that was just weirdness. Like, just a weird game. But, I'm sorry, excuse me. But the deck's pretty fun, so... It is big. It's 80 cards. There's a lot of rares and mythics in the mana base. But if you got the pieces and you like tutoring stuff up, we did really fun things. We won with Mirror March. We also lost brutally to not winning any coin flips with Mirror March. But we did a lot of really fun things with the deck. So if you're looking for something different to explore with, I'd recommend it. I don't think it's the most competitive deck that we've played, but I do think it's competitive enough to win some games with. I'll be sure your next pizza is made with anchovies, not topped with them, made with them. Oh, please no, Magikarp. All right, let's look at these last spoilers. So Skullwinder, good reprint. I'm coming around on it. I thought it was just bad Eternal Witness, but I like the political aspects of it, and it might be comparable in the kind of commander that I play, at least kind of medium high power. It's probably on par with Eternal Witness, really. Sigil of Merkle. 3 mana enchantment. Beginning of combat on your turn. Mill a card. When you do, if there are 4 more creature cards in your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control and it gains... Wait. 3 mana. Beginning of combat on your turn. Mill a card. When you do, if there's 4 more creature cards in your graveyard, put a plus... That seems horrible. Wait, what am I missing? 3 mana, you mill a card, and then if you have 4 more creatures in your graveyard, you get a single +1/+1 counter and it gains Death Touch. I mean, that does a whole bunch of little things, but none of them seem very good. Yeah, Fight Rigging puts a counter on something and maybe lets you cast something for free. I mean, I guess you got graveyard synergies, you got +1/+1 counter synergies. Maybe there's enough weird synergies going on. And our rare is Starstin's Thirst. 4 mana instant. Exile a creature. Put X +1/+1 counters on a commander creature you control, where X is the power of a creature exiled this way. I'm gonna say no. Maybe there's some Voltron deck that'll want it. I guess if you really care about growing your commander, then maybe it's in the conversation. But 4 mana is a bit much. Like, we have exile removal that's way cheaper than that. There's no flexibility. It only gets creatures. So I think you gotta really care. You really gotta care about growing your commander, having synergies with getting counters on your commander. In that scenario, maybe it's worth it. But I would say in a generic black deck, 4 mana is just a little much for exiling stuff. Oh, on that note, everyone, I think that brings us to the end of our stream for today. So we will be back on Thursday, all goes well, with another stream, our evening stream, to have some more fun. In the meantime, you know, always check out the spoiler videos, and tomorrow's Against the Odds is a pretty good one. Check it out on the YouTube channel. A reminder that the replay channel will have all of our old streams, so if you missed anything, you can find it there. And one more shout out to our sponsor tonight, Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards from Commander Legends to otherwise, you can get them at cardkingdom.com/MTGGoldfish. Even get an MTG Goldfish sticker. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. Y'all are amazing. I know there's a ton going on now. I appreciate you hanging out, having fun, playing Magic, talking Magic. Seriously, I love y'all. You're amazing and awesome and spectacular. I'll see you on Thursday to have some more fun. Until then, have an amazing night. Have a great Wednesday, and I will talk to you soon.